And there, that should do it. Oh, let's see if people want to join from DLive. I guess I can get the info, Zoom info. If people want to join in at all, talk about the election informally. This is just to talk, chat, whatever. And because my main channel on YouTube is copyright strike and I can't live stream, I'm using my backup channel. And let's see, is there any? Okay, good, it's muted. That means people can chat. They don't have to go to Facebook to chat. Facebook isn't really working for me right now anyways. Let me see if I can try to get it to work. Oh, I should probably put on my earphones so I could hear somebody if they're trying to join. The Zoom. Let's see, manage. Good. And let's do a chat. These people want to chat there. All right, one person watching on YouTube. All right, what was I doing here? Oh, it jumped up. What's going on? All right, so if you guys want to talk to each other about the whole election thing and what's going on, what your thoughts are, like it matters, but you know, it's still fun to talk about it. As much as things change, a lot of things just kind of stay the same, don't they? All right, let's see. I was gonna try to get Facebook working because it wasn't working earlier, and let's see if I can. I spent a lot of time on that thing. If people didn't know, the only drawback. Oh, why am I using those encoders? I'm using correct encoders. I'm using the same encoders as anything else. I think they just banned me on Facebook. Hey, Kathy B. Hey, Nash. Long time no see, or have seen, but haven't seen. You know what I mean. Feel free to join in, or you guys can just chat on YouTube, or tell me where you're chatting at, and I'll chat. Or just kind of like share the browser. So see what other people on. It seems like a big night. It seems like a lot of people are live. A lot more than I've seen in the past, and I think that's good because more people are actually covering the elections that aren't just the mainstream corporate news media. This was as exciting as the Final Four last year. That's what Nash is saying. I didn't see the Final Four last year. Was it not exciting, or was it exciting? I don't know. Super tired. It's 11:30. Are you on the East Coast? So it's 12:30. I don't know. I guess there's just a lot of energy. And a lot of watching and listening. I think a lot of people do that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Facebook likes me anymore. At least they didn't. My wife has the cough, and my cough is still not recovered fully. I still cough. We've gotten cough medicine, but it hasn't really helped us too much. But as long as I don't focus on coughing. Hey, how's it going, Eric?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. So what's the news? I haven't really watched any of the news lately because I don't care what's gonna happen.
Yeah, a lot of crazy shit's happening.
Oh yeah.
Florida, although I did vote for Bruce Stanley, but Ron DeSantis won.
I don't know who that is. Is that good or bad? Or it doesn't matter?
Well, like with me, although my candidate lost, I'm still fine with. But I'm actually glad that Andrew Gillum is not in there whatsoever because of what was like leaked out like on Project Veritas.
Oh, okay.
Veritas.
Wow, your connection's weird. I've never seen your connection be so bad.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're kind of breaking in and out. I wonder, or maybe that's me. No. All right.
Sorry.
That's right. So did Debbie Wasserman Schultz win?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's good because, I mean, it puts her up there ready to get Hillary Clinton in for 2020. The new president.
It ain't gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. I doubt it.
So, did the Democrats come back and take over the House
and plus,
or the Senate?
We're not really sure yet what really happened.
The polls won't close in the Pacific. Actually, they should have closed like an hour and a half ago, right?
Well, all the polls. We won't know for sure until all the polls.
Yeah.
I watched. Let's see.
Okay.
I've been watching Hard Bastard. I've been watching I've been watching all of their coverage, and I've been doing research myself. Yeah, it's like I've been rarely going on Twitter though. Yeah. But like,
Kathy B says Dems control the House, Republicans control the Senate. So the Democrats do control the House now. That's what Kathy B is saying. So, well, I guess I don't know what that means. I guess it means
certain.
I think so. Nash, we still have that bet. You're gonna be wearing a pussy hat. What was the wager? I forget. Sorry, I'm just looking over at the chat. I wonder if I should. Oh, I could probably do the restream chat thing, huh? I haven't done that in a while. All right, let's see if I can get the restream chat up going. Let's see. Restream. Haven't done this in a while. I'm like, except for the little spoof of the CNN, which I call it CMN, Seaman. If you didn't catch that, because if you say
that was earlier. You should do more of those. I like that.
You know what? I'd like it if you did if I did an interview with you, like a CNN interview, just kind of a. Yeah.
Like a satirical interview.
Well,
we have like political satire interviews, like what they actually propagate on TV. All they do is we just and like when people tell the truth, they're really out there. They're scary. You shouldn't go and listen to them. You should listen to the corporate media that allows you to have your own mind, and you're like, if you disagree with us, we're going to be very scary, and we're going to reveal everything about you and ruin your life because you're not beholden to our ideology and all that crazy shit.
Yeah,
that's how I think of the corporate media, and I just sit there and like I really do sit here. I mean, they're that desperate and making like weird projections, like this candidate is going to win tomorrow. It's going to be great. I was like, they lost.
Hold on, sorry.
Everything okay, Ebon?
Yep. I'm trying to get the restream chat. There you go. I haven't used that in a while, so let's go ahead and move that back over there. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to do all that stuff. I think with all this drama, with all this tension, I think we just need to just kind of relax.
What you call it? I've been multitasking a lot lately, and I've been playing video games and stuff. I've just been uploading video game footage. Like whenever I have time to play.
Oops.
And I'm gonna start doing a little more video game stuff though. Like after this,
I've just been noticing people doing streams lately and uploads, and yeah, I think I saw like at least 4 uploads since I've done my last live stream.
oh wow.
All right, let's see. Let's get this over. Moved over. There we go. How about that? Let's see. Sorry. Just doing things on the fly.
Okay.
Nope. What? I see. That's weird. One eye symbolism. Come on in here, Shirley or Nash. I'll take you agents over anytime.
Come here, let's have some fun. And come on in with a MAGA hat and have some fun. Come on, I encourage it.
I'm gonna delete all this stuff. Uh-oh. Did I? Yes.
But I'm so disappointed that Tim Canova works so hard.
Yeah.
He worked so hard on that campaign. He worked so hard. And
what are you gonna do, you know?
I mean, yeah. I mean, after all that DNC, it's like, why aren't these like corrupted politicians and why ain't the corrupted media held accountable? Oh,
sorry, I'm just making it look like I'm pushing the screen with my hands.
oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
They kind of like was like, oh, what you doing there for a sec? But the thing that bothers me the most, it's like, why are people still supporting these like corrupted politicians and the corrupted media, especially with these DNC WikiLeaks emails and Podesta emails proving that they're full of shit. I mean, the IC and the corporate media, they're just all a bunch of lecturing opportunists. That's what I really do see about the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't, it's like, with me, I can't stand it, but I could just go and just mock them and satirize upon them. Because I see them as like celebrity, you know, like people like Don Lemon, people like, you know, Rachel Maddow, Joanne Reed. I mean, they're like, to me, they're just like political celebrities though. And people need to, you know, get rid of the corporate media and stop listening to them. And actually, people should do the research.
It's hard for people to do that because it's just entertaining, and it's just people can just zone out and become zombies, and they got all this fluff, you know, they got all that stuff that's just scrolling by all the time and things like that. And they got, you know, they can see the headlines, they can see what else is going on, and then they'll go, okay, they'll see commercials, and they'll see like the movie trailers,
and plus, like, you know, also internet propagandists, like I know who's telling the truth, and people will just want to stand for something, and I do appreciate appreciate that. I like people that stand on principle, whether I disagree with them, as long as they just stand on principle. I like that, and that's why I still keep following and supporting the people I actually do support, and actually, keep retweeting everything. I mean, yeah, it gets a little overwhelming at times, and I do need to take a break at times, but I don't mind doing it, though. But sometimes I do need a break.
Yeah. Was there anything in Florida that like a thing that you could vote for, like legalize weed or something like that?
Oh,
were there ballot questions?
Not that I noticed.
Okay. I think I saw like on a tweet that somewhere
Some kids like in Florida are working on that, and that's always a good thing. Yeah. Because that actually does strengthen the Republican Party, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But here's like one thing, when it comes to, because like with me, I don't take any sides, but I just want to see who's going to be leading us into the right direction. Like, that's what I want to know for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have that disbelief on them. But whatchamacallit? Yeah. Let's see.
That's weird. Is
Nothing about weed here.
My connection? Are you on your phone?
Oh, this? Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably what it is. So, hey, you, hi.
Yeah, I've been multitasking like crazy.
Whoa. Might as well share the Firefox while I'm here. I got so much extra screen. Might as well do that, huh? All right.
Huh? Oh, I didn't hear you were crackling up there.
I'm just saying I got so much screen. I could probably just look at the share some coverage of. All right, take your pick. Do you want Fox? Do you want MSNBC? Do you want ABC? Do you want CNN? I'm gonna put it as mute.
Oh, I don't want either of them. I mean, here's like one thing. For the establishment and just don't care.
Well, I mean, just.
But there are people that do care.
Yeah, I mean,
and I actually do like the people that do care, and that's why I support those people that actually do care.
Let me see. I think I'm just wanting to display election coverage. What's KLPC? Let's see. Can't I just see? I guess New York Times. Damn it. Here we go. And I'm gonna share browser. No, not browser. Window capture. Yep. Firefox browser share. Okay, and let's zoom it up.
And I'm also like, I've also been playing Fire Emblem Heroes, and I've been trying to get a Sky Olivia on my main account, and I couldn't get Sky Olivia, fortunately. The legendary Erica, or however, I think that's the pronunciation. Pronoun. Sorry, right. My mind's all over the place. Pronouns. Am I right saying that? It's a correct name. Okay, I'm gonna make it easier for me tonight, since I've been doing like a bunch of stuff.
It's nice to hear from you again. It looks like you had a lot on your mind.
Yeah, but I'm keeping it cool. Here's one thing. I'm keeping it cool though.
Yeah.
And keep it real and keep it cool. Cool. I wouldn't keep it wrong. You know, the fake news, you know, of the CNNs, the MSNBCs, the Fox News, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journals, all those fucking lecturing ivory tower outlets that just want to lecture propaganda and convince people that you know, oh, if you listen to us, we'll make your life better.
There we go. I guess I could move it up.
But you know, here's one thing. So ever since the DNC emails and the Podesta emails, it's like it's good that I could just wing them off of the dependency of their media, just because. And I actually support the people that actually have to go through this bullshit. You have to go through this bullshit anyway, and actually make good commentary on that fucking propaganda culture, the mainstream media.
Yeah.
I still call it a propaganda culture. I've seen it. I've seen it through these sunglasses.
Yeah. You get the.
I see that you're a real person, not one of those, you know, fake news. Like, it's like, you know how in the movie They Live, they see like, you know, the flesh and bone stuff, the alien thingies.
Yeah.
Like with me, when I put this on, I see, you know, with people like, you know, like fake news and like like funny things.
Yeah.
Like with me, just now, I see through the bullshit, and I actually support the people that I keep supporting, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Because I have a lot to talk about, and thank you for always hosting these lives, Ebon. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you again.
No problem.
I love coming on and talking about, you know, whatever is in the corporate media, the nonsensical media, that, you know, Hillary Clinton is going to be such the biggest opportunist in 2020, and she's going to let everyone down again.
Wait. So she is running?
She will lose.
Hillary Clinton's running in 2020?
Apparently, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
If she, like,
I mean, I don't think that's a surprise.
Run, she will lose. Because here's one thing that I do see, like, because, like, with me, I actually watch the Trump rallies, although I'm not a Trump supporter at all. I'm still an independent.
Yep.
And
I
want to see who won in 2020.
Yep. Look, you can be a Republican or a Democrat or a Green Party and be independent, because look, when you're independent, you're not swayed by the ideology of whatever. You just want to base it on the person. So
yeah,
that's good.
But I'm still getting to keep America great. Keep America great no matter what. I get one because I know that hat is going to piss off people and offend people, and that's what I like about it. Because here's one thing that I have noticed, and you know, I've seen that kind of behavior. You know, I've seen it through myself. You know, the quick to rush to judgment. Like, you know, how, like, you know, the mainstream media is like too quick to rush to judgment. Yep. And kind of like, you know, kind of beat that into people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like with me, it's like, you know, with people that assume that I'm a Trump supporter by wearing a MAGA hat, it's like, no, it's not true.
Whoa. I didn't know.
I'm just trying to, you know, get the conversation started, though. Although it might be risky and dangerous, but, you know, because here's what people not need to stop being fixated on ideology, though. Yeah. I know there's that ideological debates and stuff, because, like, with me, I like to be part of that, but, you know, I want to see stuff for myself and do my own research. But I like it when I see other people do so. I mean, like with me, it's like I would rather focus on other stuff, like for having Julian Assange free, because that's actually the most important thing to me. Having Julian Assange free. That is like, because here's one thing. I just ripped all that ideology out of me. I just had to really force rip it out of myself. Just force rip it. Have to let all of it go. Because with me, I don't care about ideology. Freeing Julian Assange comes first over ideology. I mean, politics is politics. I mean, I'll still have my say and my opinion on certain things and, you know, certain policies or any of that kind of crap. But with me, I'm all about freeing Julian Assange. And, you know, those people that actually stand for Julian Assange and actually are aware and actually keep doing the things that they keep doing just to get him free, I really do love that movement. It's my favorite movement. And plus, I could still, you know, help out other people in the independent media that actually do deserve the credit and credibility where it needs to go. And plus, the DNC should be sued anyway.
Yeah.
Because of the media collusion. Because like with me, I think of like, also I really think of like in theory wise, like of what you call it, like what happened around, like, you know, those emails.
Oh, the Hillary Clinton emails, the private server emails.
Like with me, yeah, that's on her though. I mainly focus on the DNC emails and the Podesta emails. Like those are the emails that I'm more focused on because I still like talking about them now, and they're still relevant.
Yeah.
It's because here's one thing. It did like with me. I kind of see it. I seen it coming when I did see the DNC emails and the Podesta emails that the Democrats were actually going to keep pushing this bullshit and keep pushing this nonsense. And look, we're still in that same position today. They're trying to censor independent voices and use big tech, corporate media. They're trying to shut and silence us up. Mm-hmm. But you know what? At least we're going to keep fighting back. And you know what? I actually said this earlier because I actually do watch the Trump rallies, though. You know, when he goes to the rallies and stuff.
Yeah.
I do watch those while I actually play some video games. But, you know, he brings in people, and that's a good thing. I mean, I actually wish, you know, more people would actually, you know, actually go there and actually, you know, with the rallies and actually interact with people and see, see if, you know, also, you know, promote WikiLeaks and actually take a stance with WikiLeaks. I'm sure they'll be reasonable to actually talk, you know, because it would actually be good on Trump if he actually did that. Yeah. It would actually make me want to consider voting for him in 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that's actually holding me, like, because here's one thing. The freeing Julian Assange, to me, is, like, very, very important, especially diplomatically. Because I actually do you know, diplomatically.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if Trump, you know, really wants to drain the swamp, if he really wants to, you know, get rid of the corruption, he should use DNC. He should use the DNC emails, the Podesta emails. Hell, he should even use Vault 7 against these sons of bitches and actually really fucking clean house. I mean, if I were Trump in that position, I'd fucking do it and not even care what anyone had to fucking say. That would be something I would want to see out of Trump. But, you know, that's like, if I see that happen, he gets my vote. If not, when 2020 comes around, I mean, I don't know whether or not I vote or, you know, see if actually someone is actually going to run on, hey, Trump, you know, they could get something on Trump, like, Trump's claim he said he loves WikiLeaks and he should, you know, free Julian Assange. If not, I could actually people could actually, run on that issue too, and it'd actually be diplomatic. Because, exposing the deep state, exposing the corruption, all that shit's important, though. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's still going to be corruption, but it will be less to no corruption until we have like an ethical, healthy government run. Because I would rather have like the those who are dependent on the deep state, that shit needs to go, because because they're violating our rights every day. They're going after our amendment. They're going after our First Amendment, our Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment. It is really important as well. I mean, yeah, it's insane. All of it's insane.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's a double-edged sword, though, for Trump if he's gonna go ahead and support Julian Assange.
And I think like Fox News, like I think something's going on with Fox News, though. Like, with people like, because there were a lot of people on like on chats and stuff like that. They're like really, really slamming on Fox News, and they're like Trump supporters. I kind of saw that one coming too. I was like, oh shit, that's like. It just makes me think. It's like, whoa, like it's like holy shit. It's like with the media, it's like, yeah. Here's one thing. It's like whatever the Democrats will push, they're not going to get in 2020 at all. I'm going to say. It's either someone's going to stand up against Trump in 2020 that isn't like dependent upon like, the media, and actually do some real campaigning. I mean, like that would be the only thing that could actually defeat Trump. Like if someone actually ran as like an independent and actually would actually do something and actually give Trump a challenge.
Oh, I just want to.
If it's a Democrat, they're gonna pick someone that's gonna be so corrupted and just like won't even care, because it's just backroom deals. And plus, with people, and plus the problem is like if people are so mad at Trump, why aren't they holding the corporate media accountable? Yeah. I mean, the people that lecture this propaganda. The proof is right there in the DNC emails and the Podesta emails. It's like the people that are outraged that Trump is in the office, they should be mad at the Democratic Party, and they should be mad at the media that they colluded with. Not like Russia or, blame the other party. Oh, let's lecture. Let's, do all crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, it is entertaining, and it's just nuts.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. What's her name? Oh, so Kathy B was saying, someone who's the first Native American, is in Congress. Is that Nancy Pelosi? Not Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, you mean Crab People Pelosi?
Elizabeth Warren.
The Crab People. Do you hear that?
What is that?
Oh, I'm like crab people, like pinching their, their claws. Oh, okay. She's a crab. She's part of the crab people. Like she's old and crabby. She's a crab. She's one of those people. She's a crab people. She's crab people. She's very crabby. She's crab people. Talk like crab, walk like people. She is the crab people. Crab people.
I'm just trying to rouse Kathy B up a little, saying that Elizabeth Warren's the first Native American elected to Congress.
Corpora Huntus. I mean, like Trump had to retire the name Pocahontas.
Well, 3% Pocahontas, he could have said. Or 132nd Pocahontas.
Well, I could tell you this. She's 131st, 132nd Corporahontas.
Yeah.
The fake Disney progressive princess.
I can't believe she won.
I mean, I like mocking and satire with these like politicians because they would rather lecture for the corporate media. I just saw Senator Elizabeth Warren as like for something, and in 2016 she became such like an opportunist.
Yeah.
I was like, and like I'm really starting to think of the same thing as like for Bernie Sanders now, unfortunately. It's like if he really stood for something, he would have went after the DNC, and plus the problem is he won't, because I know that there's something with it, and to me, he should have fought. He should have fought for the people that donated to Bernie Sanders. They deserve their money back. I'm tired of hearing Bernie Sanders lecture, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm tired of him lecturing, you know, the Russia narrative, knowing that he was cheated, or possibly he and just didn't say a fucking thing. I mean, there's two sides to it. It's like his silence are starting to speak more louder than the words he's saying. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, people could disagree with me on that, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I've been getting
I just had to let him go too. I was like, and you're lecturing for the people that cheated on you, or lecturing for the people that, you know, opportunistically gave up something so you could, you know, at least pseudoly stand for something.
Yeah. Yeah, it is depressing. And the Fed is saying the Arizona Senate race is too close to call. Interesting. Let's look at that. Senate.
And plus,
Arizona. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
I'm just so disappointed, you know, let down. Like, it's like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah, I think everything...
I mean, people should be really exposing the real corruption. That's something that I do want.
There we go. I should just move it on up to the other screen. What am I doing here? Just making things a little bit more complicated here. There we go. See, that's a little bit easier. So we've got Arizona, McSally, Republicans leading by 0.7 margin. That's close.
And Soy Boy Beto lost, apparently.
Who?
I think he lost. Let's see if he's probably going to lose anyway. Oh yes, Ted Cruz defeated Soy Boy Beto.
Soy Boy? Who's the Soy Boy? Who?
Beto O'Rourke. I call him Soy Beto or Soy Boy Beto.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's just bring it back up to 150. Democrats looks like they might actually gain it. Hmm. 228 seats. Yeah, it looks like it's... Guess it doesn't matter. Beyonce tried so hard. What's that?
It's like,
Wow. So much info I get from the chat. I don't know. Why did I get rid of chat again? Oh, yeah, the agents. I guess the agents kind of left. They got bored of my shenanigans. Maybe they'll be back. Go back in full force. Oh, let's see. Beto lost Texas. Oh, I didn't vote, Kathy. I don't vote. It's... I call it voting for your masters. You know, are you gonna vote for your masters? You know, they're gonna write legislation that you have to follow that they don't. You know,
they have to listen to the people, though.
No, they don't. Look,
if not, we could just vote their asses out.
Yeah, we vote their asses out. But... Hold on.
And tell us, be like, we'll have like the strongest campaign, making sure that you don't get elected again.
I think that's Shirley, the Philly Queen.
Hey, Cheryl, how's it going?
Maybe not. Shirley, hello? We don't hear anything.
Hello.
There we go.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great.
Long time. Uh-oh, you two. All I have to do is mention Hillary Clinton. Here we go. But, okay, before...
I know you mentioned I had you on mute to call in. Oh, that cunt.
That cut. Yes, I love hearing that from you, Shirley. It's just coming out... That coming out of your mouth just puts a smile on my face.
Is how's your husband reacting to all this election stuff, Shirley?
He forewarned me before all this happened tonight that I'm gonna laugh at you because we're gonna have a blue wave. Well, I haven't heard shit from him right now. Gillum lost.
Nice. I mean, after that Project Veritas shit, I knew he was gonna lose. I was like, oh my god, this is like that. I'd be like, that's like a critical blow.
McCaskill
like,
may be losing
shit.
too. McCaskill may be losing too. I'll never forget her when Bernie was running the primary. He's not a Democrat. He's a socialist. She said some nasty things about it after Hillary lost. Come on, Bernie supporters, come support me. I'm running for re-election.
Yeah.
Heidi Heitkamp lost.
Oh my god. Oh. Like, Claire McCaskill, I mean, like, here's one thing. Project Veritas exposed her. I could see her losing, not winning. I could definitely see her losing. And plus, you know, what Project Veritas is leaking out, it's like, holy shit.
And plus she lost the black vote, too. What all going on out there in her state amongst black folks, because they can't stand her.
Good.
How long has she been in office? Like, she's been there for a long time, hasn't she?
Yes. And that fucking Menendez got reelected again. That criminal.
They're all pretty much criminals, surely.
Yes. I mean, this guy is sleeping with teenage girls and stuff.
Whoa,
and
I did not hear that.
And that jury, because one alternate was let go. She had something previously planned, and they asked her, "Well, how you think it's going?" He's going to be found not guilty. And this tonight at Menendez victory party, juror number 8 was there. Partying.
At the what?
At Menendez victory party. Juror number 8 from his trial was there because he was the one that voted to acquit him because of a false statement.
Wow.
That person was there.
That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah. They so fucking corrupt, and it's not funny.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Like with me playing video games, I've been playing Super Mario. I've been playing the Japanese version of Super Mario Brothers 3, which is like the harder version of Super Mario Brothers 3, and I've been playing the Famicom disc system, The Legend of Zelda. It's really fun.
Gosh, last time I played Legend of Zelda game, I think I was in my 20s. That's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, and Defango got a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I wish I could have some time, play some games. Maybe when my kids are older, that would be fun. If
You'll definitely enjoy like the newer consoles that will become old one day too.
Yeah, I'm wondering. What was it? Yeah, cause I'll probably be the same way I was when I was a kid. I just let them win, but make it challenging for them so they barely scrape by to win or they barely scrape by to lose. You know, either way, I think that's what I'll do with my kids. But I'll just be progressively making them work at it to get better. Nash, you in with the pyramids. Gosh, we got so many conspiracy theorists in this channel. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Oh, did any independents win or Green Party candidates? Or is what's that channel? You know, where like secular talk and what's that channel? Gosh, I should know this. Surely you should know. You should know this.
Hard Bastard's still going on, and he's been going on for like 7 hours.
Yeah, he has been.
That's a long time. That's like Madman coverage.
He covering TYT coverage. This shit is hilarious.
TYT. Did any Justice Dems aside from Ocasio-Cortez are they getting close, or did any one of them win any seats?
Wasn't was Beto or Gillum Justice Dem?
I don't know.
I'm not sure because I just didn't care for Justice Democrats when TYT was involved with it.
Yeah, and then it got bought out, so TYT isn't even involved with them anymore. They just kind of sold them to some other group.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that any Greens or any Independents won.
They said the Greens it has a chance to win in California.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd only see one person that would be coming close, and that would be Kenneth Mejia, maybe, because he seemed like he had momentum. But I don't know. That would be interesting to see him win. Let's see if I can find it.
Pinova got cheated again last night.
Really?
Yeah, Debbie Wasserman Schultz won.
Big Dab.
Let's see. Argus. Gosh, California's so big.
Yeah, Tim Canova lost.
Yeah.
In the way they say he got only 5% of the vote, so you know it was rigged.
5%?
Yeah.
No way. That seems pretty low. He's been out there for a while.
Yeah. So it was rigged because he went independent.
Yeah. Oh.
And they said at first he was close with her. Now he only got 5%.
Oh wait, it would have been in a house. You know what district it is in?
I'm trying to think of the district.
It's like, I know I've heard it before, but I haven't paid attention for so long. My memory's not very good. Oh, look at that. An independent got 2.2% of the vote. Ah, I can't see it anymore. Angelica Perkis. Interesting.
The Democrats got it rigged. They keep talking about it's the Republicans. It's the Republicans. They're gerrymandering. No, you too.
How do I get closer in? Dang it.
Well, I had voted today for my re-election of my governor, and because John Fetterman was running as his lieutenant governor. I love John Fetterman.
What's so good about him?
He's a progressive, and the elites don't like him. Because I think he ran, because Bernie didn't support him when he ran. I think he ran for Congress or something in Pennsylvania. He was the mayor of Braddock, PA. He did a lot of good stuff up there.
Yeah.
And elites talk about him because he's this big guy. You would think he's a wrestler. Look like a wrestler. And he has tattoos on his body.
Yeah.
And he don't wear Brooks Brothers suits, so the elites talk about him here on TV.
Yeah. You have to wear a suit.
Yeah. And I'm like, he's married to an immigrant also, and he has degrees, so he cares about people.
That is good. That's kind of a rarity.
You know about him? You never heard of John Fetterman?
No.
Oh, yeah. In Pennsylvania, he's the mayor. He was the mayor. He won the night, so he was the mayor of Braddock, Pennsylvania.
Fetterman. Let me see. I've probably seen him around. I just can't picture his face or anything like that.
You may have seen him interviewed on some other channel or something.
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Because Bernie didn't endorse him. He endorsed Bernie when Bernie was running, because he was running the same time, the same year Bernie was running. Bernie said, I don't really know much about him. That's why he didn't endorse him.
Oh, that's how you spell Fetterman. Oh, yeah, I know this guy. That guy's cool.
Yeah, he's lieutenant governor now.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, because first of all, our governor, Tom Wolf, he endorsed another person to be his lieutenant governor, but he lost in the primary, and John Fetterman won.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I voted, because of John Fetterman. It wasn't because of Wolf. Because he's establishment too, because they came out last year, 500,000 immigrants voted for Hillary Clinton in Pennsylvania illegally. And they were like, oh, we don't know how it happened. They just get driver's license and they register them to vote. We got to find them. We're not going to prosecute them or anything. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this? Because I hear Republicans says Democrats like the immigrants because they get them to vote. And I didn't believe it, because for decades, Democrats always said Republicans be doing stuff like this or whatever, but they really do it, the Democrats.
Yeah. You know, I don't think much is going to change until more people just kind of wake up. But, you know, it's
they now vote. And I hope they wake up really soon, because I don't know, because Trump's going to win in 2020 again.
He will.
He's going to win in 2020 again.
I keep watching those rallies, and more people keep showing up.
They be waiting out in line early in the freaking day, like with Bernie Sanders. Bernie and him were the only one doing the primaries in the 2016 that had huge crowds. They were the only ones. And he's still keeping up with his face. Did any of you guys watch David Chappelle and Jon Stewart interview?
Yeah, I did see that.
CNN?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were really logical about their aspects of that election. Because they like, the media took it personally. And they did. I told my husband, you took it personally that Trump won. Because you get triggered.
Yeah. So many people
He's
do.
He's like, I don't get triggered. I'm like, yes, you do. You like, do you know what the fuck Trump said on Twitter? I'm like, okay. Well, you a Trump supporter. No, I'm not. I hate that I have to defend him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you have to respect the office, period.
I don't know if I respect the office at all, but
Well, you do have to. You hear some people saying we should. Somebody said a CEO of a media company said we need to shoot Trump with a bullet, and I'm like, what?
What? Isn't that illegal?
Yeah.
That's just...
They getting away with a lot of shit they be saying about the man. But you're supposed to respect the office. I don't care if you can't stand him. And I said, you're mad at the wrong person. You mad at him. He's the symptom, not the problem.
And the DNC and the Democratic Party are the real fucking problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. I told my husband, you have to go after them. That's why we have orange orangutan. And you know what's sad? The tax hikes he gave, the tax breaks he gave, the 1%, New York and California, I just found out that today, they pay the highest state tax. And when they file their refunds, they can file federal and get a refund with their state tax to federal. They can't do that no more. Because of Trump's tax plan. A lot of people going to be pissed.
Yeah. Is there any good news? What good news? Any good news? I don't think.
Well, they may take over the house, but that don't mean anything. Because they're going to keep causing gridlock. That's all.
They're going to keep doubling down?
Yeah, they're not going to do nothing for the people. And I love their resistance, but you vote to give Trump more money to defense. You're really resisting.
Yeah, that resistance crap, it's nothing. It's like they're being played, but without realizing, oh, we're gonna keep playing this game, but we're not just gonna accept. We're gonna keep still being played and just keep on just losing and claiming that we're standing for something, but no, we're not. That's how I do see the Democratic Party.
Yeah, because Obama's running around, he's doing something unprecedented. A former president never runs around campaigning for other people and saying things about his predecessor.
Obama's an opportunist.
Yes, he is. He's arrogant, bastard. He ain't do nothing for black folks. He fought for the LGBT, the immigrants, and what he do for the black folks? Signed in Black Lives Matter, no, Blue Lives Matter, and all those cops surrounding him. I couldn't believe it.
Obama just lectures now. Basically, he's basically irrelevant.
He was lecturing then when he was in office.
Well, let me lecture. Let me lecture like a limousine liberal. Through my ivory tower of propaganda, which I legalized. He's like a lecturing opportunist. I was like, this is why I just don't fucking listen to the man.
Oh.
You know, I was watching an old interview of Trump. He was on The View, and that's when he was ranting about Obama's birth certificate, and he was like, "Where did this guy come from?" He's a community organizer, because I never heard nobody in the community from Chicago say he organized anything. That makes you wonder. I'm not saying he's not from this country, but where did he? I don't hear nobody saying he organized anything.
Yeah.
I talked to someone on YouTube, because I watch Black YouTube now. So one girl lives in Chicago. She said, I never heard of him. She went to the same church he did. She said she saw him and Michelle there. But I ain't seen nothing about him doing community organizing, because she said, I do that myself. He wasn't there.
Sorry.
He just popped up. And that's what Donald Trump said. He just popped up out of nowhere.
Wow, Missouri became the 31st state to legalize medical marijuana use. That's good.
Oh, good. Well, we had it already. I'm trying to get my aunt to get her, have her doctor give her a prescription to get medical marijuana, because her back, when she smokes that, her back don't bother her, so they can't find out medically what's wrong with her. She said, my doctor won't give it to me. I'm like, huh? It's legal. Oh, did you hear the FTC made a...
Hey, Shirley, come on. When you say just like that, it just kind of, I miss the old. Hey, did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that the FTC passed another opioid that's stronger than fentanyl and heroin? What?
Yes. Where did I see that on? I saw that on RT, or was it Holly? It was one of them, RT or Holly Politicon.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Shirley, tell Nash to come on in.
Whatchamacallit? Speaking of Holly, that's how I got to know Bruce Stanley was running for governor of Florida.
Oh. Isn't he the billionaire?
No.
Oh. I know the billionaire one governor in Chicago. That Pritzker. Democrat.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either. But the establishment endorsed him. Oh, God. It just sucks. You cannot change that party from what's inside. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't change anything from the inside.
Basically, Obama and Hillary Clinton destroyed the Democratic Party. And they keep trying to, patch up the problem with empty promises and opportunistic ideologies. That party's fucking done.
I don't know if they destroyed it. I mean, Hillary Clinton's going to win 2020. So...
She ain't going to win in no 2020.
Yeah.
She rigged it. They had it rigged for 2016, and she lost. And that's what pissing people off.
When she rigged it in 2016, she won. So they're just going to rig it for her in
the nomination, then... Yeah, they would give if Hillary Clinton was running, they'd give her the nomination. Then when it comes to the actual election, Trump will win.
Yeah. She stole Bernie's nomination. So she didn't have the nomination at the primary. She didn't.
People have short memories. They're going to be like, oh, Hillary Clinton, third time's a charm. And then they're going to be like, what?
Oh, hell no. Because here's one thing. There's going to be more Project Veritas shit. And that's like, it's like they don't even fucking think about Project Veritas. It's like, what? It's like,
well, that's because they silenced Julian Assange. They silenced him, so thank God for Project Veritas.
All right, so...
Because they're going to keep playing the same strategies over and over to keep still playing that, they still keep playing that, political game with the same book, and they keep failing. I think they're failing on purpose just to try to capitalize off of those people that are brainwashed and buy into the propaganda culture.
Yeah.
Like, that's why
Hillary
it just
said
feels
to
like
voters.
I do
Wait,
think
Eric.
about it that way too.
Well, Hillary said voters are stupid.
Let's see.
Yep.
She did say that voters are stupid.
It's all
And
part
did
of
you see
theater.
MSNBC the night before the election? They was calling it for Gillum in Florida.
They're gonna lose.
And he lost.
Nash, is that you?
Hey guys, it's me.
What's
Hey,
up,
Nash, what
Nash?
is up?
Love you.
Long
So I have
time
a
no
question.
here, Nash.
So is this witchcraft? What's going on? Like, how is like the masses of people really like it's a religion? This is like creeping me out. Politics.
There's a lot of methods of control.
Yeah, I know.
Like with me, I have no command. I pretty much just run myself like a pencil or pen or paintbrush or controller.
I'm an independent thinker. I don't watch mainstream media at all.
Exactly.
Oh.
I just tune off the corporate media. I mean,
And
I do watch South Park and whatchamacallit. They're going to make fun of Al Gore tomorrow, and I'm like really excited to watch.
What did Al Gore do?
Oh, in season 10 and 11, pretty much they made fun of like the whole thing with global warming with Man Bear Pig. I think it's going to be a Man Bear Pig episode.
Okay. Nash.
People are being swayed too easily.
Exactly.
True.
And you know what? I gotta say something, Ebon or Ebon.
Okay.
How does someone from the Navy, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about someone else, but how does someone in the Navy decide to become a communist? Because we've experienced that. So I'm just curious, how does that process happen? Someone who joined our Navy is a proud communist. How does that happen?
That is perplexing to me.
Who are you talking about, Nash?
Well, I mean, I don't know. You got me, Nash. Do we know this person?
I'm sure we do. You want me to say his name? I mean,
yeah.
All right. Well, it's not a secret. His name is Tech Move.
Oh, Tech Move? Yeah.
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 He's a Navy boy, and he's an openly admitted communist. So
he passed away a while ago. But
stop playing.
No, seriously, we had a thing. We had a online memorial.
He passed away.
Yeah, Jay Frankie.
Yeah.
But
he passed away.
He was his own person. He had his own mind. I think that's fine. I think, look, we all go through a lot of different things, a lot of different phases. Hell, I have. But you can't go through it unless you're like studying on your own. And when you read something in it and it really reaches you in some form or way, especially in a certain point of time, like Jay Frankie, I think if he read the Communist Manifesto or whatever back when he was like in his teens, he probably wouldn't care so much. Or maybe he did read it in his teens, and maybe it was like in his 30s. And if he read it in his 30s instead of in his teens, maybe he wouldn't be. Who knows? But at least he kind of went off the.
Wait a minute! I'm still in shock. The guy that was in the chat.
Yeah.
Tech Move is.
Tech Move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone. It was several months ago.
Mm-hmm.
We did a video
Back in
for him
August.
online with his family.
Yeah.
It was back in August. So it was about
August.
at least 3 months ago.
Yeah, because he was he in Ohio visiting his family, and he passed away?
He was in Oregon visiting his family.
Oregon, okay.
Yeah, we had some of his family members on. And some of the things that I remember that I forget. Man, we talked about a lot of things. X-Files. Sorry. Stupid cough. X-Files, that we went to the same high school. Can you believe that? That's how small of a world it is. We went to the same high school. Yeah, but it was like 30 years difference. Like my graduating class was 97. His was like in 67 or something like that. But he knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
That's
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's bad news. I certainly didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, Tech and I knew each other for a little bit, and I'm sorry, the last bit of our talks were kind of negative. You know, I wish we could have ended on a better note or something. You know, because life is short. You know.
Yeah. I think it's fine. I think in the end, we all know that everything was just, you know, just don't really mean it in a bad, evil way. It's just.
No, well, nothing happened between us that was bad. I was just like, he said he was a communist.
Yeah.
I was just like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
And that like became a bad thing. Then all of a sudden, I was like all I asked was how does that happen? You're a Navy guy, swore an oath to the Constitution, and now you're a communist.
Hell, there's a lot of people who swore an oath to the Constitution and they're still breaking it. Hell,
I know it's old hat. What is the Constitution anymore? Do we even have it?
They don't use it.
Is it selective? Is it we'll use it when we want to.
They don't follow it at all.
They don't protect it even.
No. Stacey Abrams, they said the race for Georgia governor just keeps getting messier, and it might not end Tuesday. It says Brian Kim has 51%. She has 48%.
Let's see, Senate. Still the same House.
And I'm sick of them using their identity politics. She'd be the first black, first LGBT person for governor.
Always the first something, right? Well, you know, that glass ceiling, it's going to be there for 2020.
Like the first doesn't mean anything anymore. It's about what you stand for. It's like, oh, the first. It's like, oh, this first, that first, this first, that fucking first. I don't care about like the first, you know, first anything. I don't care.
I want to hear their freaking policy. Do they have a black agenda? They talk about everything else, immigration, LGBT. They help them out, but they have not settled their problems with the black community. They haven't.
All they need to do to appease the black community is give them black hoodies and Skittles, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, that's what they want to keep it as.
I'm just kidding. That was horrible for me. I'm just, you know, the whole Florida thing.
Oh, here's candy.
No, I was mentioning remember the shooting of Tavon Martin? You know, he had a black hoodie and he was eating Skittles.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Oh, I
knew what you meant. I ain't take offense to it.
I know.
It's like
I'm not sensitive like that. I don't get triggered.
I gotta find a way to trigger you. Except there's only one word that'll trigger both you and Eric. Surely, she whose name shall not be named.
The cunt.
the cunt.
I gotta third that, the cunt.
Hey, at least we're the only ones on the, you know, like, you know, only out of the few, you know, commentators that actually say it.
Yeah.
Like, actually have the balls to say it.
Yeah,
I see
you know.
another chat rooms called them a cunt.
Yeah, no, I think we should, you know, change history and put that picture in the dictionary. Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, put cunt in red in all capital letters.
In every college, when anyone wants to know what the word cunt means, there's a picture of her.
That looks like someone's gonna show the gallery of posters.
Thank you, Ebon.
No problem.
I think,
Looks
yeah,
good.
I think that's a pretty good legacy for us to leave our kids.
You should really sell these. You make a fucking fortune, Ebon. People could just bring them out. Bring them out.
It might just.
This is like. These are like you know, my favorite posters.
Yeah.
The free Assange and cunt. But I still love all the posters.
Yeah.
But this whenever I get mad, I look at this and smile every time. You know, sometimes I do get mad, but every time I just look at this, I just smile because it's like, hey, at least I don't have to feel as like pissed off or angry. And plus, I look at this and actually state what I'm actually fucking standing for.
Yeah. You know, whenever I look at that poster or that picture, I'm wondering. I mean, because that's just a straight photo, so it was just an opportunity that was there for a long time, you know. But I mean, how many opportunities do you get where you get someone standing in front of a poster like that says "count" and covers the O? I mean, that's just, I don't know if that's coincidence or what, but I wonder.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it is.
It's like this was around when they called Ivanka that word, although she is not that word.
What did he call Ivanka?
Samantha Bee called her, like, I'm saying it as a quote, but I'm not saying it, you know, directly at Ivanka. But I thought it was very disgusting that, you know, that she called Ivanka, that Samantha Bee called Ivanka, you know, the C word.
Oh, the same word?
Yeah, so I mean, like Hillary Clinton, oh yeah, she's a cunt. But Ivanka isn't. And it was like, you know, it was a joke that wasn't funny, and Samantha Bee isn't funny, she sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame the entire Jon Stewart crew just...
The corporate media, yeah. And it's still funny. I mean, they're going back to their real roots.
Comedy is not even funny anymore. It's like a lost thing. It's like it's been so weaponized and politicized. Even the comedy, you know, it's hard to really like laugh out loud. Find something that really just like, all right, everything sucks.
Yeah. And Stephen Colbert, before Trump got elected, his ratings was low on CBS. And they were wondering what they was going to do with them when Trump got elected. Oh, his ratings rise because all he talked about was Trump every day. And all the other ones, Kimmel, Fallon.
I wonder if there's a Hollywood meltdown.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, they're melting down?
What, they going down?
No, it's like Hollywood, you know, freaking out about like Republicans still.
Yeah, they are.
They've lost track of comedy. Everything we're watching has been weaponized. You know, it's like you can't even just make a simple comedy film with no agenda to it. Just go sit in the theater and laugh. You know, I kind of grew up in those days, but at least I thought I did.
Yeah, everything's changed so much.
Yes, and Barack Obama weaponized our Justice Department all those other departments in the NSA, CIA, he weaponized all of them. And then I found out he was spying on Republican congressmen while he was in office.
They're spying on
their
everybody.
Computers. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So much
A lot of people don't know what he did because the media didn't talk about it. Because my husband can't believe he did the things he did. I'm like, oh well.
And people will deflect. They'll say people who who need to hide things are probably guilty or something. It's like that's beside the point. It's the whole point of the Constitution about people's privacy.
Yeah.
Kathy B is asking, where's Sweet Christian's out of our tonight? Christian's been busy for a while, so hopefully things are going okay.
He's just fighting for Julian Assange.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of that too. On the ground stuff.
Do you think he's going to come back to the U.S.?
I hope not. I hope he can go wherever he wants to go without repercussions, but I think at this point it's past that. And the only way he's gonna live a normal, I don't think he's ever gonna live a normal life. But if it's a remote possibility, he's gonna have to. Not he, but people are gonna have to just put down all the people who are in government agencies around the world, shut down the agencies, shut down the governments that are corrupt, and just restart new ones and better ones that are. I mean, the entire whole point of the government in the United States was to make sure that the government didn't interfere with people's rights, and that's why that was the point of the laws, to ensure it doesn't infringe on people's rights.
But they made these failed policies to go and fuck everything up.
Yeah.
My thing is, I miss the real journalists, like the Boston Globe broke the pedophile priest story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have them no more. Now, if you do that, you're subjected to being prosecuted.
Or conspiracy theorists, prosecuted, persecuted, whatever. And everyone knows it happens. It happens it happened in the Catholic priest again recently. It's like a consistent problem over the years. It's just always hidden by the Catholic hierarchy. And it happens in government all the time. We see all these people in government because it's always getting imprisoned.
Well, they say when Reagan was in office, they used to always, he wasn't involved in it, he went to bed, but they would have little young boys come into the White House or something, and have little parties and stuff.
Yeah, and that was part of the Franklin abuse scandal that happened in Nebraska. And that's how people know about that.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's everywhere. It's in Hollywood too, and
oh hell yeah, it's in Hollywood. It's been there since Shirley Temple.
Yeah, so it's in Hollywood.
They're throwing it in our faces too, because it's been going on for a while. Everybody's talking about it. They're like normalizing it, and we could all recall videos and information that we saw. This is the most sickest thing in the human history. And we're all watching it, like, just duh.
Yeah. Well, some of us are watching it. Others are just seeing it as, oh no, it's either okay or it's oh no, it's just fake because the people reporting it are bloggers and conspiracy theorists, etc.
No, we know there's a problem.
Yeah.
And there's no getting away from that.
Oh, Evan, I wanted to ask you about that Isaac Cappy. He was working with David Brock. They
took a picture.
Cappy got. Have you seen Random Rants of Ryan, where he just totally nailed Isaac Cappy?
I didn't watch that video.
Yeah, because there's all iffy stuff all up in there.
Oh, what happened?
he was working with David Brock.
Whoa!
Well, there was a photo. I think if you want to get the best information out of that, go to. Let me try to find the site.
Holy shit! This makes. Holy shit!
No, you need to watch.
Oh shit!
You need to watch this guy. Oh, not this.
Oh, I know who Random Rants of Ryan is.
LTV.
Okay, I just watched this 2
No,
hour
not LTV. Just
Lift the Veil.
This was like.
No, I know. But Lift the Veil. This guy pretty much has Cappy's number, so he goes and calls Cappy, or Cappy calls him, and they talk, and he asks a question, and so you either take it for his word or not. I mean, it's hard.
Think about it. Just think about it. If Cappy shaved his head, took off the glasses, got rid of the face, you'd never recognize him anyway. Come on.
Yeah. Here's the
He's
picture.
in Australia now. He's in Australia.
He is?
Yeah, he's chilling in Australia, man. He's out. Nice try.
I didn't know he went over there, but yeah, this is the photo that everyone's talking about.
Quite ironic, he's in a country that Julian Assange is from.
Yeah, the age of consent is 16. Oh.
I'll be right back. Oh man. I don't want to cough all over you guys. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Sure.
I never trusted Cappy. As soon as he came on the scene, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, but I watched.
Evan, it's not good you still have that cough.
Evan always has a cough. This has been going on for like 2 years.
That's not good.
I've been following this channel, and he's a cougher. Every week he's sick.
So Nash, what you been up to?
I wish I had something exciting and newsworthy to report. I cleaned my carpet the other day. It was exciting. You know, how are things with you? Last time I think we spoke, you had said your husband had woke up. Like that was like a.
Well, it was at that moment, but he went back.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that because right. That
he
was,
calls me a Trump supporter because I don't agree with the mainstream narrative like he do. So I'm a Trump supporter. Like David Chappelle and Jon Stewart said, then when Donald Trump won, they took it personal. They taking it personally, and they doing personal attacks against them. Trump brought out their narcissists and their egos, and Trump is winning. Because if they don't start talking about his policies, what he's doing wrong, they're going to lose in 2020.
Yeah, it's rough to get people to do their own homework. You know, it goes that, you know, since we're kids, you know, do your own homework. Someone always wants to copy you in class, right? Or, you know, No one wants to like, you know, dig and do. Just like someone else tell me what to think. You know, people really need to.
That's like Beyonce came out and said, vote for Beto. Who the fuck are you to tell me who to vote for? Don't tell people who to vote for. Just tell them to go out and vote. You're being biased.
Or go out and not vote.
Right.
Yeah, like I like on South Park, they're like they made fun of like Rosie O'Donnell. Let me pull that let me pull that up. Like let me pull up like with the script, because what Mr. Garrison said was just absolutely accurate, 100% accurate and spot on. Like, you know, when it comes to like Hollywood, you know, telling people, you know, who to vote for.
You want to share the screen?
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look it up on my phone. I'm gonna look it up on the computer so I could actually read it out.
Okay.
And some of the rappers piss me off too.
Rappers these days.
Oh, Shirley, they're all in the same industries. You know what? You know, you could connect the dots. You know.
Yep, they lecture for the corporate narrative.
Yeah, and it shocked me that Snoop Dogg got a show with Martha Stewart. I'm like, what the F?
They're just desperate for attention, trying to keep themselves relevant. That's actually the way I actually do see it.
I like old school rap, and I'm sticking with that, because they ain't like Public Enemy. That's why they had him fire Professor Griff, because he's with the Nation of Islam. And
I like Professor Griff. I really enjoy Public Enemy. I liked when they came out. I remember some people were coming up to me, you know, white people were just like, I'm really gonna get into rap, and they were like, I'm gonna get some you know, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and I'm gonna get some I was like, you need to listen to Public Enemy first. What do you mean?
Because honestly, Public Enemy was really starting a revolution then, and they saw it. They didn't want it.
Well, we're close to the same age. Yeah, I'm talking. I was in high school, college, and you know, that age.
They had a message in their music, just like Tupac. And they into that, and I think Chuck D is into rock now. He's touring with some rock groups or something now. And I'm like, what?
Well, you know, that's kind of how it is. And it's always, you get that feeling of betrayal. You know?
Yeah.
You get it from every leader we've had. Outside of John F. Kennedy, maybe. I don't know. Who was the last leader we've ever had who actually gave a shit?
RFK, he was assassinated, and the guy's still in prison doing time, and he wasn't the one that did it. Even his son said the guy didn't do it. So we know it, and I really believe CIA had Tupac killed. Because Tupac had a message in his music, too. And he was about to leave Death Row Records.
Yeah.
And we never found out who killed Jam Master Jay. I don't know about 50 Cent, because he was there in the studio with them.
He was either murdered by the CIA or he's on the island with 90-year-old Jim Morrison.
Nah, he ain't on no damn island. He's dead.
Go ahead. You guys can't see Eric, but go ahead, Eric.
Okay, here it is. Pretty much Rosie O'Donnell, like the South Park Rosie O'Donnell, had like a little nephew. This is basically, you know, how like celebrities interview, like interfere and like you know, vote. Oh, you should vote for this person, that person, that yeah, no, that. pretty much Rosie O'Donnell was, counting the votes herself, and like let me just read it. Mr. Garrison goes, "Oh, stop it! Look, kids, we're all in this together, all in this kindergarten class together. We have to respect one another, or else we're going to be in for a terrible school year." And Rosie O'Donnell says, "We're just making sure that the kids voted for my nephew don't get cheated." This is like the part I really, really like the most. What Mr. Garrison says, and it does bring up a good point, just by reading it and like listening to it. Okay, half of the kids in the class didn't vote for your nephew. So what about them? You don't give a crap about them because they're not on your side. People like you preach tolerance and open-mindedness all the time, but when it comes to Middle America, you think we're all evil, stupid country yokels who need your political enlightenment. Well, just because you're on TV doesn't mean that you know crap about the government. Now get your ass back on first class and respect this class right to make up their own minds. Then Rosie O'Donnell and the kids gasp. He goes, oh, sorry, I just got a little off of the subject, kids. And like Rosie O'Donnell like got really, really mad. It's like, how dare you? I will not be preached by by a country bumpkin, and heads through, heads out the door, leaving in an angry storm. I'm leaving this podunk town, but in my place, I'm going to send some lawyers, statements, and press than you'll have ever see. Then slams the door shut, and Mr. Garrison's like, "Oh no, children, I made this a whole lot worse." But I like the part where Mr. Garrison says, "Well, because you're on TV doesn't mean that you know crap about the government. Now get your ass back on first class and respect this class's right to make up their own minds." Mm-hmm. That's a really spot on one. That was very independent. Like, because here's like one thing: people have a right to make up their own minds. But here's like one thing: we know the people that cheated. The reason why I just show off, talk about it, to shed light upon it. And I was like, here's like one thing: if people are really, really pissed off about Trump being in office, they should hold the Democrats accountable, and they should hold the media and the DNC accountable. If not, they're just gonna keep getting triggered, and like, they're not going to go anywhere. They're just going to be in that same rut that they're in. They're going to keep. They're just going to keep they're going to keep themselves like so enraged, knowing that they're being lied to, and that's why I do what I do.
So, what would make you not vote for Trump in 2020?
I'm not set on stone on Trump in 2020. I still have a right to make up my own mind.
True. I'm just saying what.
But I'm never going to vote Democrat.
Oh, you're not going to vote blue no matter who?
Oh,
but according to Ebon, we're all with her, and she's going to win in 2020.
Oh, not with that cunt.
I will vote green.
Here comes the wrath of Hillary, part 2.
I will vote green. Like I did in the 2016 primary.
I have no clue who I'm going to vote for.
I'll probably not vote again. I wonder, I want to try to, let's see, how did Shiva did that bad? No way. Oh, there wasn't that many votes. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. So, for Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren, yeah, she had 1.3 million votes. Of course, it's such a blue state over there in Massachusetts.
Did Pocahontas win or no?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, great. Now we have to hear Corporal Hunt this lecture.
132nd.
Oh, let me be an opportunist. Hi.
No, her name is Laya Watha.
Shiva, I wish she would have gotten more votes, but
Her name is
just...
Elizabeth.
He should have won.
Warren. Where? How can you claim to be? I mean, has anyone in here, raise your hand, has anyone in here done 23andMe or checked your DNA and looked across your whole spectrum of...
No, because I don't care for that shit. I just see myself as me.
I mean,
No, because I don't want the government to have it.
I'm supposed to be ruling North Korea, but, you know, I'm like the second in line, but... You know.
I'm sure all of you would be surprised to find that you have 1,000.
Hey, isn't Snork? Snork is like
funny.
With me, I just clearly just don't like. With me, they tell me, I'm like, oh, okay. Like with me, I just don't care. I just want to be me.
Well, I don't want my DNA being used for the government to use.
True.
Well, that's why I yell about property taxes and the government. And, you know, I mean, we're all so divided by like these small-time issues. When we know what the, you know, Ebon's covered this, you all know it, and we still seem to bicker about the small stuff when we know what the big stuff is.
Yeah.
No one wants to address that.
Well, I'm trying to address the big stuff, but people don't want to go there. It's just too much little stuff to focus on. There's little stuff everywhere. And it's hard to focus on something big when you're just distracted by all these little things.
Well, it's going to go on that way for another 1,000 years. And you know what? The dollar's going to rule. And Hillary's going to become president, and everyone's going to a FEMA camp. Yeah, no, come on.
Hell no, that cut is not going to become president.
I know, I'm teasing. But, yeah, I mean, sooner or later, the system's going to crack. People are starting to demand, you know, we're a different generation as well, too. We're old people. Even Eric, you're old.
I'm 30.
Yeah, he's our old kid.
You're an old man.
He's not old. He's at his prime.
I'm teasing.
30. And I still look like I'm in my 20s.
Well, not with that beard. You look older with that beard.
Yeah, I've been meaning to shave, but I've been so busy.
He still look young to me with the beard.
Well, we haven't seen you on in a long time, Shirley. You do look younger than what your age is, even though we don't know your age, Shirley.
You know my age. I told you I'm 52. I'm about to turn 53 this month.
You don't look that old. You look like you're...
I take care of myself. I eat right.
Same here.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's all the key. I don't drink those sodas and that. Oh, I don't eat that. And I just found out that, you know, the little cakes they have in the supermarket for your kids. Mm-hmm. My daughter hit me to it. She said, yeah, they have stuff in there that's not right for the kids. And then I looked at some cake I had here for my granddaughter. Mm-hmm. And it said genetically modified engineered. I'm like, what the hell? I won't buy them no more for. Yeah. I don't know what a mother feeds her, but I won't do it here because I feel bad giving her stuff like that because I don't eat stuff like that. And the country is getting sick. I'm getting sick of Russia because why you going after Russia? Russia banned GMOs.
Yeah, they burn them at the border.
Yeah. It's illegal to have it over there. Barack Obama signed it into law. They don't have to label it.
Yeah, I understand why.
Didn't he put that guy from Monsanto, the head of the FDA, when he was still in office, after he signed that fucking bill? I believe. So my husband get mad at me. You keep talking about Obama. I'm like, it's not just him. It's all the previous presidents. He just ramped it up more. He didn't believe me when I say he ramped on 7 more wars. Every day in office, 8 years, he was droning and bombing people.
Well, surely, if I may, I mean, we look at Bill Clinton.
Oh, I wonder if my Fire Emblem character won.
How many people in the black community love the Clintons? And
hell no.
Really look at what the Clintons have done to the black community.
Yes, and look what they did to our look what he did to the telecommunications system. He deregulated it.
Oh, so many things.
Yeah, and he removed Glass-Steagall. And then Barack Obama made him too big to fail now. So when that crash is coming soon. They raving about, the economy is doing great under Trump. Hell to the no. They fudged them numbers. Each administration.
Well, that's been going on for decades.
Yes.
That's it doesn't mean it can't go on for decades too. Yes, it will end. In our lifetime, who knows?
And this is going to be worse than a depression. Richard Wolff said, this is going to be worse than a depression. After Trump gave all those big tax hikes for the rich.
But we are in a depression because all of the government assistance. So you don't see soup lines. You don't see a depression like you think of. People standing outside buildings waiting for, help. Now
it's not like that right now, but it's going to be like that.
It's all digital now. But look, if over 40%, over 40% of the country is on some form of government assistance, right? Is that correct? Are those numbers?
Well, I'm one of them because I'm not working right now, so my health insurance is through Medicare.
I'm just saying, imagine, a time when there wasn't even electricity,
And just think, Gaddafi was giving his people free electricity, but we killed them.
We came, we saw,
he died. I'm like, that bitch, I could never vote for that cunt. I could never vote for her.
Oh, exactly. No one should be bowing down to that cunt's cankles. That's for damn sure.
You guys.
And one thing I could agree with Trump during his campaign, he said Barack Obama and Hillary created ISIS, and it's true. I got a debate with my husband about that. He said, no, they didn't. That happened under Bush. No, it didn't. It happened under Obama and Hillary. They support and give funds to them people. And
you know what's messed up, Shirley? There's actually footage, and I don't know, maybe Ebon can find it and stream it right now, but there is footage of Obama actually saying we need to step up funding and training of ISIL forces.
And it was like...
It was like a gaffe. He didn't mean to say it, but he said it.
Yeah, but he also had U.S. troops out there, too. I just found that out this year. Because he said he wasn't getting them because Congress denied them, but he still had them out there. And now Trump got even more out there in Syria. And just like that mayor, his body just came back yesterday. The mayor from, I forgot what state it was. He was a National Guard. He got killed by Afghani soldiers. I said it probably was a terrorist that the U.S. was paying. He turned against them. And people, the American people don't know this shit because the media is not telling them.
My voting gauntlet character won.
we're going to have to start voting to put people in media. We can't even trust them. They're just as lying bastards as the politicians. So who's worse, the media or the politicians?
The last
Both.
time they reported on Syria when in Aleppo, that little boy was putting in the ambulance with the blood outside the front of his face. That's the last time reported on. And then a CNN reporter had another cry. I'm like, what the fuck is she crying for? She don't care about that. Boy, they don't even report on this shit.
Who?
And give the truth about it.
Who's crying?
A CNN reporter. She was crying. Oh boy, what they
Who was
doing to
crying?
them people? This CNN, I forgot who. I don't know who she was. She wasn't no regular on there, but she was crying.
But that's like wag the dog, put it on TV, how you can totally sway public opinion by emotion. I mean, if people haven't figured this out, it's really sad that, television does not have your interest at heart. I don't care what channel you watch on television. They do not care about you. They are fucking you.
Exactly. I mean, even Fox News started to, starting to do shit. I was like, I was expecting it to happen anyway.
And my thing, everybody forgot about Flint. They don't talk about Flint no more. Rachel Maddow did 2 episodes on it. It was really good, but they still looking for her to come back. And
that
Michael
bitch was
Moore.
crying about fucking immigrant children.
Yeah.
Hi, I showed up. Yeah, I was here. Good luck. Fuck you.
and one thing I can say about Jordan Sharon, he started
my $1
his
million job.
And one thing I say about Jordan Chariton, I'm glad he's back, but he's doing real reporting. He's back in Flint, Michigan. And Judge Mathis just went back down there because Aretha Franklin, her last words to him before she died, she said, you got to go back to Flint and help Flint because she's from Detroit. And he came down there last weekend and he brought they got a lot of cases of water to get them people. A lot. I watched something live Jordan showed. There was a town hall at a church. And Judge Mathis was there. And he called out Obama, too. He said, Obama, we need you to come back. I'm like, Obama ain't coming back. He said, Obama is his good friend. Obama ain't thinking about you.
Obama's an opportunist.
We don't need truckloads of bottled water. We need shovels in the ground replacing the pipes.
Yeah, they need that too, but they still need that bottled water because they still can't use their hot water. And a lot of things in their homes. I've just watched
I know, but it's a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid.
Yeah, like a councilman. He said he had to get surgery on his leg. And he got surgery. They used that contaminated water. He got infection, and his leg had to be amputated because of that water.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really bad out there.
That's what I mean. That's so sending bottled water is nice. It's helpful, but it's a Band-Aid. This has to be like taken on this is a huge project, and it's jobs. Right?
And Rick Snyder should be in prison because they said the other people in the office, the attorneys, told the Attorney General it's enough charges to charge Governor Snyder, and he would not do it.
How many politicians should be in prison? Really?
Oh, it's a whole bunch of them. But what he did, that was reckless. What he did, that was reckless. Switching their water, he didn't put nothing in there to protect it. People dying of Legionnaire's disease.
Well, this is what they want. There's no money in cures and there's no money in dead people, but there's a lot of money in sick people.
Oh, whatchamacallit. TYT is getting like chat trolled with like spoons. It's really funny.
I flip back to her pastor's page. Oh.
I love when Shirley.
Damn, he's been on for
I love
8
when Shirley
hours.
laughs.
Holy shit!
Who?
Hard Bastard's been on for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's a marathon. It's an election marathon. They're gonna be up all night because they took all my shows off of regular TV, ABC, CBS, and NBC. They just talking about this election.
Yeah, what the hell, man? What's the hype? This is all hype. I don't get it. What the fuck is wrong with people?
You would think this is a presidential election, and it's not. This never happened during the midterms. Never.
You've seen every celebrity out there stumping. You've seen every preacher out there stumping. This is the most important of our lifetime. Driving it home. Driving it home. And you know it's a bunch of shit. You know it's a bunch of shit.
And what pisses me off,
left. He's just flat out left.
And what pisses me off, Oprah Winfrey went down there in Georgia to stump for Stacey Abrams. She was talking to an all-white crowd. And she was like, yeah, if you don't vote, you will dishonor my ancestors. They got lynched. And she named different things that happened to us, but she never mentioned black. And I'm like, why are you telling all these white people this? They didn't go through that. It was us that went through that. And that's my problem with these celebrities. They stay away from blackness. Even Barack Obama did.
Exactly.
They stay away from
anything.
They stay away from anything historic. They stay away from anything, you know.
Yeah.
Don't worry what happened yesterday. This is in Washington. Yeah, we're going to go full on satanic and communistic, and you guys are all going to get shoved into tiny cities, and we're going to all be under the name of sustainable development and all these wonderful words we're going to throw out, and you guys are going to eat it up like sheep you are.
And my thing is, I've been listening to Black YouTube, watching them, and it's this one guy, George Macon, and he does videos on black inventors. And a lot of stuff we use today were invented by black people, but they don't get acknowledgement of it because a black man made the first automotive vehicle. And when you see those refrigerated trucks dropping stuff off at the supermarkets and different stores, he made refrigeration. We don't know that. We weren't taught that in school.
Shirley, probably 1% of that whole country even knows what Black Wall Street was.
It's not even just that, but we had inventors like in 18-something, like a first female black chemist that started this research for cancer, and you wouldn't have had light. They say Edison discovered light, but the filament in the middle, a black man invented that for the light to happen. And a black man invented the elevators to open and close. A white man invented the elevator, but they've had accidents because the doors just opened and they had accidents. But the black man invented something where it opened and closed properly. They don't get credit for it. None whatsoever. They want our people to think we're dumb and stupid, and we're not.
No, I think that's a tactic used against itself. You know, if that is you know, going on in that community, then you know it should be addressed. You know, something should be talked
Well, it's
about.
in the school system. We're not taught that. Just like we taught Christopher Columbus discovered America. How can you discover something that was already the fuck there?
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I've always has. Come on, Cheryl, it's me. Come on, that's common sense. Everyone knows that.
It shouldn't be a holiday. It shouldn't. Why are we celebrating that man?
You know what should be a holiday? Today. Right. Everyone should have had the day off today, whether you voted or not. You should have got a paid day off today. It's voting because everyone's out there telling you to vote. Hey, vote, vote, vote. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll take the day off and you pay me, and then we'll see if I vote. How's that? How are those apples for you?
Both parties don't want that. They want you to get to use those two parties.
And you know what? While we're at it, I want the day after the Super Bowl to be a paid holiday too. Because no one wants to go to work the day after the Super Bowl, and that's just reality. So let's fucking put that in.
That don't have nothing to do with politics.
Well, it does if we legislate it into law.
And then my thing is they need to change the national anthem from that Star Spangled Banner because the real lyrics in there, they don't have it in it when you singing at these games and stuff. But the man's talking, he was a slave owner. He was talking about keeping slaves. The real lyrics. It shouldn't be in there. Surely. And the NFL is bored. It is bored.
Shirley, you brought up the other night something about Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah. But I'm finding some things about him too. But I mentioned that because my husband watched a video of him breaking down what Obama did, and he liked it. But I found out about him. I heard he's a fraud. He's trying to scam people out of money.
I was gonna warn you about him. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't follow him. No, I don't follow him. No,
because I like you, girl. I like you, so I,
I don't just go. You gotta watch independent media too.
I'm all over the place. I'm trying to scoop up as much information as I can. You know, it's information overload. Sometimes I gotta, there's so much out there, Shirley, and that's why I like, when we come together and we can all just like bounce ideas. Did you hear this? Where's that? This. And
do you watch The Last Vagabond?
Yeah, I know who he is.
He's pretty good. Because he keep you informed about the shit they doing over there in Yemen and stuff. Because you don't hear it on the news.
Yeah, no doubt.
I love Ben Swan. You know about Ben Swan?
Yeah, Ben Swan. Years ago, I know Ben Swan. He's not a newbie. He's been around.
No, he started a new network, 24/7. I think it began with an I. Yeah, because I remember when I was watching him on he was in Atlanta on the news or something, and then he was talking about what was really going on in Syria and stuff. And then something about Pizzagate came out when he said, well, let's talk about this. And he did this segment. After that, he shut down all his social media accounts and everything and disappeared for months. I was worried about him. But he came back.
And that's kind of a scary thing, like that element. That element of society exists among us, and they're in power. Like, you would think, like, how the fuck could that happen?
Yeah, because after he mentioned He did a story on Pizzagate. That's when he disappeared because everybody kept saying in different chat rooms, "Where's Ben Swan? Is he okay?" He deleted his Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything.
Have you seen the email of Ben Swan that he started a platform? Yeah,
I just told you that.
Oh,
it begins with an I or something. I got his email.
Yeah.
And I'm going to join it too.
That's a weird name though that he had for it.
Yeah, it's weird. But they may try to shut him.
A lot of weird stuff. I mean, you guys have seen the pictures from the FBI website where they have the symbols of right. That's been confirmed. Has that been confirmed, guys? Those pictures. I know you guys have seen them, like the heart and the triangle and those symbols. Like that.
Oh, the pyramids and stuff. That's like the Masons.
But they're on the FBI website as confirmed pedophile symbols, how they communicate and stuff. Has that been confirmed? Because I know it's all over, Titus and Ryan and Lift the Veil and, all these channels where they show these symbols.
Because even some of our superstar singers and stuff, they do the symbols on stage and things, covering one eye and Beyonce always had some symbols up there, the pyramid and stuff.
Yeah, no, I know. That's a different symbol, though. I'm talking about pedo symbols. The
Masonic. I think the Masonic is involved with pedophilia because my father
they all are. Of course,
yeah.
That's how they blackmail people.
My father was a Mason, and he was really into it. He would sell tickets for them and travel to different conventions all over the country. And then one year, he just stopped. I'm like, why are you not with the Masons anymore? He said, it changed. I'm like, what do you mean it changed? He wouldn't tell me.
Well, is this true? You got to be rich to even join the Freemasons because you got to pay for your gear, your outfit, your dues.
Well, back then in the black community, if you become a Mason, because you got the boule, that's the higher up black version that chose to keep the black community in check. But it was always known you had to be middle class. And because my father made pretty good money. He worked for a transit system for years before he retired. So he made pretty good money. He wore expensive clothes and all that other stuff. And he paid his dues and things. But I was like, because my mom was trying to get me to join the Eastern Star. I'm not joining that. That's a cult. I think that is a cult.
Oh, my God. Say it isn't so, Shirley.
No, it is a cult. That's a cult.
I know it's a cult. That's why I'm saying, please say it isn't so.
It's a cult because she was trying to get my daughter to join it. And I told my daughter, don't you join that. That is a cult. I didn't join it. I don't want to join it. Why do you have to be paying dues, high dues, and you have to give parties. You got to spend big money to give parties. And then when I found out, it was a guy that owned a club for years. He was top notch in the Masons, and he had a friend that worked for him and got him in, and he was on welfare. I'm like, what the fuck? And that was in the 80s. I'm like, man, this thing is changing because you had to be well off or middle class to be in this.
So let me ask you this. I have a question. So are all these secret societies really just a Ponzi scheme, and they're putting out all this, wicked banter and all this, psychological operations. But at the end of the day, are they just a Ponzi scheme?
No, that's not just a Ponzi scheme because it's real. Because it's a big building, a Prince Hall for the Masons.
I know they believe in Lucifer. I know.
Yeah, on Broad Street in Philly.
Know.
And the guy that owned the club I was talking about, they would go to his club after their meetings and hang out there. But he sold it now. I don't know where they probably go to 151 Club, that small dive. I can't stand it because one interest in. I don't like going to places like that. But anyway, Yeah, and they got a cooking school in there. I told my mom, I said, you know that Mason Hall has a cooking school? She said, they do? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you with that organization? You didn't even know that?
Does she know who funds it? Does she know any? You know, I mean, like, you know, when you start following the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole.
That shit started back in like 18 something, the Masons, I think, or 1700s. I'm not sure, but it started, you know, a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure the 1700s, you know, but you know, there's stuff
Yeah,
that goes back before that.
It started a long time ago.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was part of it, but she got out of it because she said, I ain't feeling this. My grandmother was really religious.
It blew my mind though. Like when I was in college, there was this social studies teacher who, like, you know, was like total hippie, you know, bearded, bald, gray hair, wore flip flops in class, sat on the desk and crossed his legs and just talked to the class. He didn't give a shit about nothing, you know. Like, he used to like, and that's what I kind of like.
And I believe Barack Obama is part of it too. He's the boule part, the black folk.
All right, you got to talk to me about boule. I've heard it many times, but
yeah, that's a bunch of, they with the Masons, but they the rich black folks. They keep the lower blacks in check. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
Right. So if you see them take their pointer finger and slice it across their neck, that is.
Yeah. And I believe Jay-Z and Beyonce is a part of it too.
Oh, of course they are. Come on, get out of here. No, not them, Shirley. No way. They're a part of something very big.
Yeah. Oprah's part of it.
Of course.
Whoopi Goldberg. And my thing is, why hasn't Alec Baldwin been fired from ABC with his show? Because it has those ratings, and he's going to beat up a driver that's parked in a spot.
Oh, because he's Alec Baldwin. He's a left-wing fucking tool. He's probably one of the high-ranking fucking douchebags.
He was a washed-up actor, and they brought him back on SNL.
Well, he don't mean shit to me, and I'd like to see him come and fucking throw a punch at me, motherfucking Alec Baldwin. I'll knock your ass out. How's that feel?
But they fired Roseanne quick. Now they regret it now, but they shouldn't have fired her. Because, first of all, y'all didn't really look at the tweet. She was talking politics. And like she said, she didn't know Valerie Jarrett was black. I didn't know it till several months ago. I Google searched her after that Iran deal, and I'm like, oh, she's part Iranian and dual citizenship too. I'm like, wow. But she responded to somebody in the tweet about the Iran deal, and she said Valerie Jarrett had something part to do with it, and she mentioned something about being a monkey. I didn't take offense to it. I thought it was fucking funny. And I'm black.
It was funny because, yeah, see, now all of a sudden you can't say monkey.
Yeah,
you know,
but she kind of looked like that light-skinned monkey in Planet of the Apes, Valerie Jarrett.
She certainly does.
With that hairstyle. Because when she said it, I was cracking up.
Yes.
I feel the same way as you, Cheryl. Like with me, I thought the joke was funny. I didn't think it was racist.
Yeah.
It wasn't about her skin color. It was about her lip structure, her mouth. Her lips were like, yeah, you got that same fucking...
And her hairdo.
Yeah.
It was just like that one in the Planet of the Apes.
So things are just getting ridiculous. Now you can't say monkey about... I call myself a monkey when I act like a monkey. Like,
well, I'm glad George Carlin not alive. He'd be banned to perform anywhere.
Oh God!
he be telling the
And
truth.
we would be standing with George Carlin.
I miss George. I miss George. I did get to see him before he passed away. Thank goodness.
Same here. I'm sad about that.
Yeah.
That's who Jimmy Dore remind me of, him.
I don't know. Jimmy Dore makes a lot of sense, but he reminds me of Bill Maher in the early days. So I'm scared of Jimmy Dore. He reminds me of...
I don't think Jimmy Dore would change. You think?
I don't know.
He
I'm
says
just
it himself.
saying. He reminds me of...
He start talking. He start talking.
Bill Maher was good when he was on Channel 6 was Politically Incorrect. And he got fired because he made that statement, and he was right. He said, yeah, the terrorists, they knew they were going to die on that plane, and they went and flew it and crashed in the building. What we do, we get shipped out in the sea, shooting missiles and hitting wrong people. And he got fired for that. I'll never forget that. Never forget it. But I don't know what happened to him now. The establishment got to him.
Yeah, I used to love Bill Maher. He was like my hero. I mean, there was a time I like Bill Maher could do no wrong by me. I was like, go Bill. And then I just fucking woke up. I don't know. It's been a long time. You know, it was like, I can't even look at him anymore.
Because on his show recently, everyone that come on there that didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, he ragged them. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a sickness. All I can say, that 2016 election, the Democrats haven't learned from it, and they have divided families, broke up relationships, and everything else. They have, and broke up friendships.
And this agenda wouldn't happen to be written down in documents by any chance, would they?
Well, we never know because it got Julian Assange strapped down.
Well, you know, Agenda 2030 and 21 and...
Oh, you got to call the Ecuadorian president. He's the U.S. Ecuadorian president because I think they're going to build a military base over there.
Well, whatever they do, you know, it's not going to save America.
No. Because like one time my husband, I told him, you got these wars going overseas we're illegally in? He like, well, it's not happening over here. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They going to try to do this shit over here. They try to get control of the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get that at this point. I mean, you get to show him the history throughout this, you know, South America and the Middle East and overthrows by the CIA. I mean, that are declassified and totally open information. You know, I mean, he doesn't
and I'm like, why are we still in Afghanistan? They crying about the opioid epidemic. Why are we still out there guarding them poppy fields? Because they bringing that shit back over here.
No shit. There's pictures of Geraldo standing there in the field. Geraldo, you know, hey, look at me, I'm cool.
They burnt them down when we first got there, and they let them grow back. They making money off of it. All of them down in Washington are drug dealers. All of them.
Well, their money is, you know, profit over anything. You know, it doesn't matter. Just how can we make more money?
And my thing is, when the crack epidemic was going on, it was in the black community. There was some white folks doing it down here in the poor areas in Kensington and Philadelphia, but they didn't care. Now it hit the middle class white folks and the rich committing suicide and stuff. Now they want to do something. I'm talking about it's a health issue, but you locked us the fuck up. It's so hypocritical. And they're not going to cure it because they still bringing the shit over here.
I know this is what's like, you know, the slap in the face, because you just said they don't care. But yet people are still listening to the people who do not care about you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to listen to you. When we know that they don't care. Like, this is the most astounding thing, because I think a lot of people know this, whether it's local district, to the whole country.
That crack epidemic was horrible, horrible. It was fine when they just used cocaine and cooked it with baking soda. But when the drug dealers got involved, they started putting all kinds of shit in that. So that's when you had the epidemic. Ammonia they was putting in it. There's some different things in there.
And that was going on with crystal meth too, you know, for the white boys, you know, for those, you know, I remember New Jack City and
yeah, because the heroin epidemic was down here in Kensington and Philadelphia for decades. Poor white people, and people came from the suburbs and were addicted, staying down there. Some were found dead, but now they care about because the middle class was hurt. That's a bunch of bullshit.
The worst part about it is that we all recognize it and see it, and it's happening, you know, 10 years, 20 years, and before you know it, our life's going to go by. Nothing has changed.
No.
We didn't do a goddamn thing. We didn't make a dent in the universe. We're just like, we just watched it all happen. We're documenting it, and we're like, what the? Look at what the fuck is happening to us.
Yeah.
And,
it's crazy. I got to get my son Zyrtec today. I got to make sure I get where, if it's a 24-hour pharmacy, I'll be cool. But if it closes a certain time, I have to get a card to take to the pharmacy to get it and show my ID. It wasn't like that back in the day. It'd be on the shelf, you pick it up and go pay at the register.
I know. I'm a few years behind you, Cheryl. I'm not that.
Soap powder they have locked up, deodorant. It doesn't make no sense. And I remember they always talked about, wasn't it a book made years ago called The Big Brother is Watching You?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was decades ago. And it predicted all this stuff in 1984.
1984 and Brave New World.
Yeah.
Which one did you like better? Or did you dislike less? Or something?
It was kind of scary for me because I was younger when I was looking at this stuff. Because, like, my grandmother, she was a really church person, and she always told me to read the book of Revelation, and I would read it. I'm like, man, that's kind of scary. And she told me the world going to end in 2020. And up until I was grown, 2020 was coming like, man, is the world going to end? And nothing happened. And I'm like, wait a minute. I can't really believe in that Bible. Because she said that's when it was going to happen, and it didn't end.
Based on the ages.
Yeah.
HA is going to start his live stream, but I'm not going to leave at all. I'm still going to hang out.
Okay, cool.
Because I get in a debate with my niece, my nephew's mother. she thinking of King James Bible. She's like, well, King James never changed. I said, I don't know who wrote that Bible and who rewrote it. She said, well, King James never been rewritten. I'm like, well, whatever. Because she was agreeing with what Israel was doing to the Palestinians. I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
And then you tell her, hey, go do some homework on who King James was. Nah, I don't need to know who King James was. Like, do people even like go that far? Like, who was King James?
Hey Nash, you're Jewish, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, you did mention you were Jewish, right?
Oh, me?
I don't have
yeah.
nothing against Jewish people, but Zionists, the Zionists,
yeah,
I can't stand. The Zionists, I can't stand.
Whatever they're doing to you, they're doing to me. I don't like them either.
Right. Because I was trying to explain to her, she was like, no, that's not Palestinian land. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Palestinians been living there for years. And they were living with Jews, and they were babysitting each other's children. And the Zionists just kept coming in asking for more and more space. I saw the map, how it used to be, and it was all Palestinian. You see little other specks where the Jews lived, I guess the Zionists. And then you see the map now, Palestine is going to disappear.
Yeah, I know. It just sucks, that everyone equates the Zionists and the Israeli crazy people as all Jews. And you could flip that, and you could flip that into any any other ethnicity or color. Let's just say it was the Chinese, or it was the Filipinos, or it was black people, or it was whoever it was, whatever the scapegoat name calling is. If you want to blame for your stuff, it's where do you go from there? I forgot my whole goddamn point.
And it's sick what the Zionists are doing to them Palestinians. It is really sick.
Oh, it's horrible.
You killing children?
It's horrible, yeah. Look, I'm an American first and foremost. I'm an American. That's who I am. I'm an American.
And that APEC is sick.
Oh, yep. So someone, I think it was, our lost brother who said, so do you support Israel? He wouldn't let me get a sentence out without,
They don't want you to really explain. Because like my nephew's mom, I'm like, you got to stop going by that Bible. That's old or whatever it is. I don't know about King James. I'm not really religious like that. I don't know about King James, but I know it's probably not something good.
Well, I'm about common sense.
Yeah.
and just being logical and thoughtful and if we are in a world where corporations and bankers use governments and countries as front groups to enslave all of us, then we're doing something wrong.
Yes. I told you better wake the hell up and get away from that King James Bible and look at fucking reality. Because that's what I'm looking at. What's going on? Yeah, and they ain't got shit to do with that Bible.
Christianity was persecuted. Christians were. And then all of a sudden they go, hey, let's just make Christianity the religion. The main religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because my ancestors, we had a different religion. I don't know what it was. I will never find out because my people never talked about it. But, it's like, go ahead, Nash.
I'm sorry, Shirley.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm almost 50 years old, And I was
you're
raised.
only going on 50.
Yeah, I'm coming up on 50, and
Hooray!
yeah, and that was always my goal. I was like, just let me hit 50, God. You know, that was growing up. If I hit 50, I'm fucking But you know, it's like I'm gonna speak as a Jew. I got bar mitzvahed when I was like 13 years old. That's what happened. And I have not been to temple ever since. it's like I had to. I thought it was like a child abuse thing. 8 hours of normal school, and then I had to go to 2 hours of Hebrew school afterwards. I was like, you guys suck. This is bullshit. I want to go out and play. And we raised hell in that school so bad. We were like the biggest pranksters, so I don't believe in organized religion. It's all a bunch of crap.
Yeah, it's all organized religion. It's not real. It's not real. Like the Jehovah's Witnesses, like Hart Bastards that he left, they have a pedophilia problem going over there too.
It's a legal way to put a veil over your fucking illegal activities. I don't know how to describe what's going on, but this world is so fucked up when you wake up, and everything is not what you think, and everyone gets excited about elections. Like, calm the fuck down. You think we're not going to war? You think the debt's not going to go up? You think anything's going to change with the Fed? You think anything's going to... Oh, look.
My thing is, they not worried about World War III. They're not. And we wouldn't have won World War II without Russia help. Because Russia lost millions of people. And they celebrate that day 2 days straight. The U.S. don't even mention it.
Looks like it's official. The Democrats have control of the House.
Yeah, it was predicted they would get that, but that wasn't the damn blue wave either.
Yeah, it
wasn't a blue wave.
Eben, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
But they hung on to the Senate.
Hold on.
You mean the Rothschilds have control of the House again?
And more than the Rothschilds.
You think they have control of the Senate or the House? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, well, how cute. You don't think the bankers and the corporations don't have control of who these people are? Come on.
Is that your question?
I don't care. 90% of the country could agree on certain things, like clean water. We can't get that done.
Air,
we can't get that done. And there's actually a 10% sick motherfucking population out there be like, fuck clean water. But 90% will agree, but the corporations will come in and be like, nah. Here you go. Here's $10 million.
Those motherfuckers don't have no goddamn empathy whatsoever.
So get out of here with these fucking elections. If we can't even have clean water, I don't even want to listen to you.
I mean, it's just sick. It's really, really sick. And all over profit. Like I said, I don't care how much money you have, you are miserable. And misery loves company. I don't care how much money they make, misery loves company.
I mean, this is terrible. Look at Ebon. He's been chemtrailed to death. He can't even breathe.
Actually, there's less chemtrails here in Nebraska than there in Massachusetts. I guess that's a good thing.
My husband look at me like I'm crazy when I see them chemtrails being sprayed in the sky. You see this? It's not a plane. I don't know what it is. Maybe a drone, but you don't see it. But you see that long street going across different places. I'm like, oh, there's a chemtrail. He said, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to try to explain it to you.
Well, we grew up in a, we saw skies. Do you ever remember? It could be just technology, and this is like a new vapor, and it's harmless. I doubt it. When we were kids, we grew up in the '60s, '70s.
Well, you got to think back then we
shit.
had good food, and it's a shame they call it organic and they charge us more money for it, but that's what we ate when we were growing up.
Yeah, you didn't have to put a label on it. There was no such thing as organic because everything was organic, you dumbass.
Yeah. Even the sodas and stuff. They got so many chemicals in their soda and that high fructose corn syrup. I don't drink anything like that. I get natural soda. I get it from the Amish. The Amish sodas are good, and what I get from Whole Foods. I don't mess with those other sodas whatsoever. I was a Pepsi freak at one time. And my face started getting these black marks on it. And I'm like, oh, well, I got to find out what the fuck is going on. Let me stop drinking Pepsi for a week. And then my skin started clearing up. I said, oh, that's the Pepsi. I went cold turkey. Because everybody couldn't believe I went cold turkey with it. Because I was hooked on that. Was my coffee in the morning.
How old were you when that happened?
I was in my 20s. Yep, they would not touch my soda when they were in this house.
And GMOs were already on the scene, but nobody knew about it.
No.
Nobody knew about it.
No. Nope. And I buy a lot of gluten-free stuff. I don't mean to buy it, but I buy it because it's gluten-free and it's non-GMO and it's good to me. And I've been buying Simply Orange and their juices, and I never noticed on the side of the tab it says non-GMO. I never noticed. I was buying it for years. And I'm like, oh, this is non-GMO. I'm just noticing this. I never noticed, but it was non-GMO.
Yep, I always look for that when I shop too. Always.
Yeah.
Low sugar, non-GMO, as organic as possible.
Yeah. That's how I shop too. People, you know what people say to me? Oh, that takes too much time. I'm like, well, you are what you eat. That's the old saying. You are what you eat.
Well, half America is a big processed hot dog.
Yes, it is. Because remember back in the day, I never heard a lot of people getting cancer, diabetes. Diabetes was known as the black man disease. And that was very rare for people to get. I had an aunt that had it. She had it bad because she had to get legs amputated. It was going to her hands. She told the Lord, just take me away when they got to her hands. And he took her away too. But and I would hear my grandmother say, so-and-so got the big C. And I'm like, what's that? She said cancer. I'm like, okay. And I never heard the word again. And that's back in the 70s, the 80s.
No, did you ever even hear the word autism back then?
No, it wasn't there. And ADHD?
Not one time.
No.
All these diseases that are like thrown across, like, yes, everyday household, dinner table talk.
Yeah, and you see all these commercials about cancer. And I'm like, what the fuck all these commercials about cancer for? And the pharmaceutical commercials. I used to see the bologna commercial.
It's amazing how they market anything. how people buy it. They can sell anything, literally anything. I mean, and the creativity just fucking runs amok because no matter what you can come up with, as ridiculous as it is, the people will buy it.
I remember that old commercial. My Bologna has a second name, is B-O-O-G-R.
I used to look like that kid.
Eat it every day, and if you hear me while I say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. You used to see commercials like that. You don't see them no more.
I looked exactly like that kid when I was a kid. That was the big curly-haired white boy with blue eyes. I was like, oh my God, no, that's me. Everyone's gonna remember me as the fucking Oscar Mayer fucking kid.
And I remember Mikey from the commercial with the cereal. We used to see stuff like that. Schoolhouse Rock. You learned about how the Constitution.
Schoolhouse Rock was awesome.
Yes.
I love Schoolhouse Rock.
They were teaching us things back then. They ain't doing it now.
And yeah, Free to Be You and Me.
Yep.
And all that like hippie shit that came out of fucking, a CIA lab. But it's what we grew up with.
Yeah. But they was teaching us about that Constitution, that bill sitting up on the step, bent up. You hope he get voted on. And that's how it is down there now.
They didn't have a grasp on TV like, they were like they do now, it was different. There was some, Schoolhouse Rock. The shot heard around the world, and adverbs, and conjunction, junction, and
What's
I'm just a
your
pill.
function? I remember that. I remember that stuff. It was awesome. And then you have to get cable for your kids to watch cartoons, because Channel 6 and CBS, NBC used to always have cartoons on, and they would show the new season coming up for the new cartoon. They don't do that no more. They don't have cartoons. You got to get cable for your kids to watch. And Cartoon Network has changed. So they got the Family Guy on there, and that's not for kids. That's an adult cartoon.
Yeah, all cartoons have always been risque. You could even go back to Bugs Bunny, and kind of like, question a lot of stuff going back to like the 40s. There's, been cartoons that have always been like,
I used to love the Martian and Bugs Bunny. You see him in his armored uniform, and he's real black, and all you see is his eyes when he lifts the lid from his helmet. That shit was funny.
Uranium space modulator. Or I'm just going to blow up the
That shit was funny. I was like, that is crazy. All you see is his black face and his eyes. And I loved Roadrunner.
Yeah, Marvin the Martian is a classic. I loved him. He was always. I do a terrible impression. Sorry for everyone that had to listen to me saying that. But yeah, he was always there.
And I love Shazam and Ultraman.
I remember Ultraman. Not many people do. Wow, that's kind of a rare one.
You don't remember Shazam?
I remember Shazam. Yeah, everyone remembers Shazam.
Ultraman
but Ultraman was like rare. Like not many people remember that.
And that was all done from overseas. And I missed my weekend of karate movies on TV.
did you grow up in Philadelphia? Were you born and raised there, or?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Philly. I ain't going no goddamn where.
Nice. Well, we grew up watching the same television shows, the same monster movies, the same hero movies, the same, the space movies, psychedelic movies. It was a weird time for movies.
I enjoy the cheesy horror comedies. Like there's this one, it was made in 1981. It's called Student Bodies. It's very, very funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one of those B-rated horror movies.
Oh, yeah, I never watched that one.
It's all like a horror comedy. And they go and like make fun of like a bunch of like but like a bunch of horror movies and stuff. It was funny.
Did anyone go see the new Halloween?
I haven't been to the movie theater in probably.
I haven't been either, but
years.
my son, I said, well, when Halloween come out with Jamie Lee Curtis this time, I will go to the movies to see it, because I don't go to the movies anymore. I used to back in the day when it was $1.50 for me, but I went. It was $1.50. All you need is about $5. You get popcorn, hot dog, and candy. And today, hell to the no. What did I spend there about? I just got a large popcorn, and my son got a drink, and I got a water. That shit was like over $20. I was like, Jesus Christ. But that movie, they could have held over. I'm surprised John Carpenter did that, because when he made the first one, he didn't do the second one, because he said, I watched the documentary on that movie. He said, I just did the number one. I ain't want to do another one. And for him and Jamie Lee Curtis to be the executive producers, they changed the whole thing. She wasn't his sister. And then how they killed him at the end. I'm like, he died like that, supposedly died like that in part 2. So he's still alive. I was disappointed. I was like, man, I could have been home watching this on my Kodi instead.
Yeah, the last movie I saw was
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm trying to think of the last time I've been to the theater. Shirley, I'm listening to you. I'm just
the Marvel
but
movie.
That new Halloween, it gears you up to go see it from the previews, but I'm like, oh, they done changed the whole thing around. Why? Hollywood is running out of things to make. Just like they remade Predators.
I know. I'm waiting for them to remake the most classic movie ever made in the history of film.
Holy
and it's called
shit.
It's a mad, 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 mad world.
I hope they don't remake that. They're going to fuck that up.
Yeah, they'll fuck it up. That is one of the greatest movies
went on
ever made.
About 9 hours.
But it's a sign of the times, but it's also, it's just a great movie. You can't help. There's so many laugh out loud moments in that movie. Yeah. I like it. It's a mad, mad world. So
and
there
what's
you go.
that movie they trying to remake with Idris Elba? I'm trying to remember. Shit.
I know. All Hollywood does now is put out fucking, hey, look at us with our symbolism. Hey, we're a bunch of fucking thick fucks
I'm
now.
trying to remember what that movie they trying to make was Denzel Washington. It was somebody white, and it's a black director doing it. And I can't think of it.
Antoine
I shook
Fuqua?
$10,000.
Antoine Fuqua, director or something?
He made what's that movie he made? He made other movies. I'm trying to think. Oh, remake Scarface.
What?
Yes. I'm like, they better leave that alone. That's a classic with Al Pacino. Having Idris Elba play Al Pacino.
I don't know about that. What? They gone off the deep end, I'm telling you.
That's my movie, Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. I hope they don't do it. Yeah. But they remade The Honeymooners, and they were black, and that was a flop. You cannot replace Jackie Gleason and Art Carney. Never.
Woo! A Honeymooners fan. I love you. Your stock just went up big time.
Yes, I love Lucy. I'm into all the movies too. Aren't you All in the Family?
Did you get WPIX in Philadelphia, or was that just a New York channel?
What? WKRP in Cincinnati?
No. That's like the channel you watched the shows when you were a kid. Was it WPIX?
No, I think that came on ABC or CBS or NBC.
No, not WKRP in Cincinnati. Not that television show.
Yeah.
This is going back way before that.
I love Barney Miller, Maude. Hey, did you guys know Ed Asner is blacklisted?
Oh my God!
Did
you guys ever see that scene with Barney Miller? There's a scene on Barney Miller where Jeffrey Tambor screams about the Federal Reserve and David Rockefeller taking over the world.
Yes, I saw that. That was back in the 70s.
Yeah.
There was a lot of truth in all of those shows.
That's how what is it, predictive programming? You know, you don't think it works on you, but I guess it does.
And Ed Asner been blacklisted from TV, from Hollywood.
Why? Why is he blacklisted?
He did an interview with Lionel Nation, and he said he was blacklisted. I don't know why. I think because his political views. What was the last show he was on? I'm looking it up now. Yeah, because he did it in an interview. He said I was blacklisted. Because CIA get actors to go along with them. Yeah. And Gloria Steiner was a CIA agent.
Mm-hmm. She worked with the CIA, that's for sure.
Mm. don't think I want to find that, but I know he was interviewed.
There's a special place in hell for women who don't help women, Shirley.
Yeah, yeah.
You better be careful. Hillary Clinton 2020.
Hell no.
That cunt ain't getting in.
That cunt not getting in.
Yeah, Ebon, you better get your pink hat ready, baby, because you're wearing it for a full show.
This fake pussy hat. And
Yep,
they took.
I can't wait for that.
And they took that #T movement, that #Me Too movement, a black woman created it decades ago. So she was raped, and she said, "I'm going to name my organization Me Too." It was a black woman. I don't understand why some white folks want to take away what black folks started, and they don't give them no credit for it. None whatsoever. And she lives in Philadelphia. This country was built on racism and war, and it's not going to end.
It'll end one way.
And I feel sorry for the Native Americans. Them stealing their land and building them pipelines and stuff. That's sick. Because my husband was asking, what is fracking? I'm like, go find a video. He actually went to look at one because he won't listen to me and look at anything about Obama did. But he did see that. He said, damn, it was fire coming up the faucet. I'm like, yes, that's fracking.
Shumani Tutanka Obwichi.
No more Dances with Wolves. That was a great movie. You really had that memorized there?
What happened? Multitasking.
Oh, come on, I could quote Dances with Wolves. I could quote movies with you all day. That's probably my expertise, and I'm embarrassed of it because it's like, is this really what you've done with your life?
Yeah, it's the same way.
Quote every single movie.
I've done that too. I'm really good at movie quotes. My wife knows the song lyrics. I know movie quotes.
There is this one movie, Serial Mom. Oh God, there's this one funny quote. Are those pussy willows? Then the one old lady's like, aren't they pretty? Like I forget like the full quote, but like I know some of the funny parts. And the one lady's like, what did you just say? Then she's like, pussy willows, Dottie. Then just breaks the Fabergé egg and blames it on the one woman who didn't even do it. It was fucked up but funny. I haven't watched a movie in a long time.
I know it's been a challenge to like lure audiences to the movie theater.
Oh fuck
yeah, because they not creative. Steven Spielberg is making a new Pet fucking Cemetery, and it don't have nothing to do about a pet dying coming back to Earth.
Pet Cemetery.
I saw the previews when I went to see Halloween, the new Halloween. I'm like, oh God, he's making this. Jesus. That's not going to make any money.
Jesus.
I remember when that old movie Black Christmas, they remade that. Black Christmas, the original, was good. The new one sucked. They don't even make horror films like they used to.
What was the
last? I agree. They suck.
I think the last great remake they've ever made was Ocean's 11. That's about it.
Well, another movie that was made that was good was Final Analysis. That was a former Alfred Hitchcock movie. And Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin played in that. That was really
Alec
good.
Baldwin? Like on Team America World Police. Alec Baldwin?
Yeah. That was a really good movie. They got rave reviews. It was too big. Wait a minute. What happened to Kim Basinger though? Because after she was at the Oscars to accept the award, I forgot what movie she accepted it for, and it was against Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee movie. She said Do the Right Thing should have won the award. After that, you ain't hear from her no more.
Shirley, before we all get carried away with these actors, you know, and stuff, you know a lot about Alec Baldwin, right? I hope you've done your homework into him because he's definitely a creep, and he's definitely been on Epstein's airline list. And
who hasn't been on Epstein's airline?
Well, I'm just saying before you start, Alec Baldwin, he can go fuck himself as far as I'm concerned.
No, but I'm just saying
I'd fucking knock him on them.
I'm just saying he played in that movie, but it was really good.
He's evil, and that's what this is all about. And people still are like, whatever you want to nitpick and break it down and dissect it. This is good versus evil, and Alec Baldwin stands for evil. He is not a good man. He's not a good man.
No, because he was a washed-up actor, and they brought him back to play Trump or SNL, and they getting rave reviews from the establishment. But
he kind of made his comeback from 30 Rock, though.
Who doesn't come from 30 Rock? 30 Rockefeller Plaza goes back before you were even born.
Hey.
I'm just saying, it's a long time. 30 Rock goes back to the freaking...
I'm talking about the show.
And I'm talking about 30 Rock. 30 Rock ain't nothing new. I'm talking about the show, too. The show you're still following. Come on, wake up, son. I thought you were awake.
I never really took interest into, 30 Rock. I tried watching it. I just didn't get to it, really.
Yeah, I didn't.
I was like, ugh.
I didn't think it was that good.
I never watched it. He wasn't a great actor, but he was good in that Final Analysis.
And plus, it had like a slow pace. I was like, ugh.
You know who I think is a great actor?
Who?
Edward Norton.
Now, Peter O'Toole. I think Peter O'Toole is just like...
I think Edward Norton was good when he played in Primal Fear with Richard Gere. That shit was good.
So we're surrounded by these great actors that we all admire. But Beyonce came out today and said, hey!
She is not an actress. I'm sorry. She's a horrible actress.
Oh.
Well, it's on her resume.
And I'm glad they didn't get her to play in the lead in The Star Is Born, that movie coming out. Because she would have been horrible. You can't play that. Hell no.
You got to pull up a picture of Ted Cruz and Errol Flynn. Do you remember Errol Flynn? Way back in, black and white in the 30s, probably. Who knows? I'm telling you, they're identical. He was made in the lab. He's Errol Flynn's kid.
Hey, there's a lot of people that look alike. A lot of the actors these days from the old days. The Batman guy, he looks like the actor from No, not him. The other guy. Here, I'll show you. Is it not The Sound of Music? actor. Hold on. Look. Why can't I remember his name? Where is he? What's his name? Fassbender.
Who is Assbender? I ain't never heard of him.
Fassbender. You know when I show you on the YouTube. So.
That sounds like a bad night at the Blue Oyster Bar.
Do you think that's the same person or two different people? You have to see it on YouTube or wherever you're watching from. It's Christopher Plummer and Michael Fassbender. Good night, Kathy. You see it?
Christopher Plummer. I remember him as an actor. He was in. He was definitely in the movie Dragnet with Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, he's been in a lot of movies. Old Christopher Plummer.
Yeah, he's got a huge resume.
Yeah. Let's see. I know. There's better pictures.
Why are we talking about Christopher Plummer?
Because he looks. You were talking about people who an actor that looked exactly like another actor. Same here.
Oh, okay. We're doing homework.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that crazy how they can look so much alike? They're like clones.
I'm telling you, I am not kidding you, man. So the other day I was watching an episode of Charlie's Angels from the 70s. There was an episode with Robin Hood and blah, blah, blah. So this guy was a psycho and he looked on the wall and there was a poster on the wall. And it was Ted Cruz.
What?
I'm telling you, it was Ted Cruz. But it was Errol Flynn that he was. So I tried to look up pictures of Errol Flynn and Ted Cruz and compare them side to side.
I could see it. Look, this photo of him kind of looks like Ted Cruz. It's not really that much like Ted Cruz.
No, but there are photos. I mean, yeah, it's weird. The picture they had on the wall in that episode, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But. So what's next?
I love Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Isengard?
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher Lee.
He's in a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Saruman.
He was actually in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Talk about
I can't believe he's still alive.
No, he passed away a long time ago.
Oh, I thought so.
He passed away in 2015.
Oh, okay.
He was the man with the golden gun too.
He was along with Boris Karloff. I used to love those scary old films.
I wonder what, I forget all his movies. He's in so many of them.
He was talking in Michael Jackson's Thriller. Christopher Lee.
No, I didn't.
That was
know.
Vincent Price.
Oh, Vincent Price, that's right.
Oh.
Is he still alive? I think he died too. There's been so many in the past, the old school.
Yeah, well, all us white people look alike. No, I'm kidding. No, that's like one of those two actors, those two people you always get mixed up. I always get a lot of actors mixed up, like they're doppelgangers. I give you an example. the guy from the Planet of the Apes, Roddy McDowell, and then
Oh,
the
he's
guy who,
funny.
yeah, but he has a doppelganger. I always get them mixed up.
He played
like,
in Fright Night.
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
Fright Night is like that's like 1984. Yeah, I remember Fright Night.
Yeah, Roddy McDowell played in Fright Night. Some guy playing on TV, clearing off spirits and stuff.
Yeah, he was all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And the guy from Escape from New York, who was who played Brain, was that
Isaac Hayes?
No, he was the white dude. Was that Roddy McDowell too?
That was wait a minute. I know.
I get them all mixed up.
I know. What's his name? He married to They know he's not married. They never want to get married. Goldie Hawn and
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yes. Yeah, Kurt Russell plays Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
And what white guy you talking about? That was him. He didn't play in that, I don't think.
He played the character Brain. You know, they went to Cabby took him there. At the end, he was with Adrienne Barbeau. What the hell's his name? That's not Rodney McDowell.
Because I know Isaac Hayes played in it too.
Yeah, it was. That's John Carpenter. That's old classic. John Carpenter.
Yeah. And John Carpenter is cool because he had Assault on Precinct 13. They remade that movie. That movie was corny. I'm like the original. It was quiet and all you hear is poop, 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 poop.
Yeah, well, Big Trouble in Little China was kind of corny, but it was great. At the same time, you're like, oh, this is so good. I like it. It was, pretty cheesy, but
yeah, it was. I ain't watched the movie.
That was one of my favorites as a kid.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah. Hey, Shirley.
Have you ever watched Return of the Seven Grand Masters?
Of course I have.
Oh, that shit is awesome, man. I got that on VHS. I wish I can get it on DVD, because I remember that dude. That dude with that long white hair and the beard. I'm like, damn, he kicking ass. He used all the elements, earth, wind, and fire, my favorite group. I used to love karate on Saturdays. I stayed in for the.
I was just gonna say Saturday afternoon TV has totally changed. That's what I remember. Saturday afternoon TV.
Yes.
Wild, crazy karate movies.
It's not like that for the kids now. It's a shame.
Yeah, they had karate movies. They had Godzilla. They had a whole bunch of stuff.
Ultraman was the shit, though. I remember I used to get my ballpark hot dog and sit there with mustard on it and eat it and watch Ultraman. Okay, I might be getting too old here. Do anybody remember Ma and Pa Kettle? Hello?
I do not.
What year was that? I remember a lot of the stuff. I was just getting nostalgic, thinking of
Ma and Pa Kettle was a black and white show. They were showing previews in the 70s when I was a kid. That shit was funny. It was a white couple lived in a little shack somewhere in a rural area, and the little shack, they had about 10 children, and he was always calling her Ma, and she would call him Pa. That show was so funny. Because when I mentioned that to an old coworker of mine, she said, "Well, how old you are?" I'm like, "I'm not that old, but I remember seeing it on TV when I was a kid. They were reruns. Ma and Pa Kettle."
And then there's the classic Bugs Bunny episode with the werewolf.
You know what they used to
Hey, Grandma! They used that tune in a rap song. That is fresh. Yeah, they used that in a rap song.
Remember what movie they used to play a lot during Christmas? They don't play anymore.
Remember who happened?
Remember what movie they played during Christmas all the time, but they don't play it anymore?
It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah. They play that every year on NBC.
How can you not?
Oh, I've never seen it anymore. It's like they used to play it like 5 times every season. Now I don't even see it once.
Here one time. They used to show that a lot because I was looking for the past several years, and they show it. You got to catch it and check NBC, but they show it once a year.
Okay. Yeah, they used to show it like 20 times, and I would always watch it. I don't know why. I would just keep watching it, and it's a long movie.
It's a good movie because it talks about the oligarchs.
Mm-hmm.
In that film, that's old. Yeah. That is ancient. Because I wasn't one. I said, why? I was telling my mother-in-law, I said, they don't show that movie I really like. And she know I love it because I watch it every year. And she called me one night. They showing that movie, and I'm like, cool. And I watched it, but they show it once a year now. They used to show it multiple times before. But they only show it once a year now on NBC.
They show the classics, and I definitely love the classics. You know, the one with Heat Miser, and the ones with
he's Mr. Heat Miser. He's Mr.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah. AMC is doing from November 26th to December something, showing all the old cartoon shows. And
there's an old one called A Man Called Flintstone, or the Man Called Flintstone, and it's from like 1966. And they showed it for like 2 years, and I remember it as a kid, and I thought it was really cool. It's kind of cheesy, you know, to look at it now as an adult, but you know, the music is like, you know, corny and all that stuff, but it blew me away how they were sending such a powerful message, you know, back then.
I love Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation.
That was a good movie.
Yes, that thing is fucking hilarious. Because they used to show that constantly on TV. But they don't no more.
Yeah, like I don't like Mariah Carey, but I love her Christmas song. Like her Christmas song. I want to hear it every Christmas. I love it, but I don't like you, Mariah. I don't know. How does it go?
What do you guys think about Randy Quaid? Y'all think he's crazy?
No.
At first, yes, but I realized the media was really, really going after him, and I was like really starting to question the media. Yeah. Then I was like, because like here's one thing. The media wants to convince people of like certain accusations and stuff, like convincing people people that they're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, they did a good number on Randy Quaid, but he stood strong though. That I can give him definitely 100% credit.
Yeah,
Like,
because I
they
follow
fucking
him
did
on
something to him.
YouTube. You follow him on YouTube?
No, I don't. I mean,
You
I
should.
think
His videos be like quick. He be making different kind of statements, and it's real quick. It be seconds. I say, everybody want to say that man is crazy. He not crazy. He know what he's talking about.
they
I
want
like
to
Randy
convince people
Quaid,
that he's
but
crazy.
I'm never going to a buffet with him ever again.
And plus, he mentioned that when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, she took away his U.S. citizenship.
Oh, shit.
I think him and his wife is living in Canada. I watched one of his videos. He mentioned that.
Yep.
They be real quick. It's not long and drawn out. They are quick. It could be a minute. It could be a certain amount of seconds.
I was like, no wonder why he's wearing the, he actually has like a Bernie shirt, but he puts Trump over the Bernie right now.
Yeah, he probably was for Bernie, and they fucked Bernie over, and he put Trump on.
Exactly. I mean,
But
it does show.
But he looks crazy, Eric. When you watch his video, his face is fully white. His hair and his beard and stuff is fully white. But you know what he's talking about when he speaks. He just did one yesterday talking about the mainstream media, real quick. I said, no, he's not crazy. He's a good actor. He's funny as shit, especially for them Chevy Chase movies. I believe he lives in Canada, him and his wife. Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to go. It is really getting late here.
Oh, hello. Hi, everybody.
I was just telling everybody I'm getting ready to go. It's getting late here.
Eastern Standard Time.
It was nice hearing y'all, you guys, for a change.
Oh yeah. Whatchamacallit? What was it? The Assange defense, like the Twitter, the account run by Legal Campaign to Free Julian Assange. They have an interesting tweet about QAnon.
Are people still listening to QAnon? Is that really still a thing? Oh.
I tend to stay out of it anyway. But like,
you gotta be shitting me.
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god. All right, guys, Q on, you fucking.
Here's what they do. Here's what it says in the tweet. It has the quote unquote trust the plan QAnon. The plan is to keep average folk distracted with false promises while the White House does dirty deals on behalf of the CIA to have Julian Assange, who has exposed the corruption of actual deep state his whole life, put in prison. Wake up. Then it has a picture of a sheep bear with like a bunch of like sheep in an airplane.
You know what I would do with that information?
What?
I'd wrap it up, and I'd put it with my coffee grounds, and I'd put it right in the trash. I don't trust any of this crap. Who are these people? I want to do my own homework. Who are you people? What the fuck are you all talking about?
I just want to see sources. That's like with me. I just want to see actual legitimate sources, not like, you know, stuff that's like posted.
The more Q is elusive, and the more that Q is, you know, just spews out fucking headers like, oh, today, new Q release. Everybody gather around. How long has this been going on? Everyone's fucking, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You're gonna buy it one bit.
Hey guys, I'm getting ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably be getting ready to go. And...
It's getting late.
Oh shit, 3:50 too? Holy fucking shit.
All right, well, good night, everybody, and hopefully you guys have great dreams of blue waves. Blue waves.
No.
Blue wave my ass.
It was more like the blue balls.
It's been great to see, and I can't wait to see you, Ebon, in your pink pussy hat.
You're gonna be wearing one.
I can't wait to see that in 2020. That's,
you know,
2 years from now. I'm looking forward to that.
Too bad, because the world's gonna end with Hillary Clinton in office.
Oh hell no! That Cankle Queen ain't getting in. That Cankle Queen ain't getting in.
All right, see you guys.
I like the finger. That Cankle Queen won't get in. Good night, everyone. Love you all. Bye. Hillary Clinton's cunt. Good night, everyone.